Hello, folks. Welcome, one and all. Tonight, oh, we got to a legendary episode here in Babylon 5, Season 2, Episode 20, The Long Twilight Struggle. Well, it's been a long struggle for our heroes on Babylon 5 already, and now, and so it begins a whole new level of struggle. Well, anyway, I'm going to introduce our panelists, and we're going to get going on this. We'll be talking this episode alone tonight, and then I think after a little bit, we're also going to have a bit of a coda, because one of our guests, Colin, has introduced a video that I didn't see before that's quite interesting, relevant to Babylon 5, and the making, well, it didn't get to the making of a movie, but the concept of a movie that was floated. So we'll be talking about that afterwards. But without further ado, let's introduce the aforementioned Colin. At least this time I played the right clip for one of them.
So, are you saying it's been a long time getting from there to here?
I guess so. It's a journey. Yeah, it's been a long time from getting from there to here. And it's no, but that's what I mean. Like, this is where it's like they keep turning up the notch of the intensity knob on Babylon 5, and it keeps going up.
Oh, yeah, and she said the writing for some of the speeches in this, and the acting for some of these ones is, it's top notch.
Yep.
In one or two of the I think
Peter Jurasik and Andreas Katsulas are amazing in this.
Yeah,
they're always amazing, but this is where they really get to shine.
Yeah, I think Jurasik has one of the best. If you know the story, one of the most impactful.
I clipped out some of your non-verbal moments, so we're going to be enjoying that in just a moment. And for now, I am going to introduce this lady. Liza Sahido of the Psyche Electroacoustic Opera Company. Welcome aboard.
Yes. And AI knows that I am a co-host on this show.
Yes.
Has it finally figured out that you are a host?
I don't know. We need to ask it. We'll ask it questions about tonight's show and let our audience know next week what AI thought of our show tonight. How about that?
Yes, abso-friggin-lutely.
Or I think the first person to ever use that term is this gentleman right here who's coming up. The mild-mannered man of music, Mike Mountain Hawk Gorley. How are you doing tonight, Mike?
Well, I just might resemble that remark.
Well, actually, that's what AI said. We read a review and of that's the last of the Monty Python and the Holy Grail reenactments. It called you mild-mannered man of music.
No, it didn't only call him that. It called him Sir Michael, the mild-mannered man of music.
You ask AI to do a review of the show.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, a summary, basically.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It's cool, but they got stuff wrong.
AI. Yeah, it's YouTube's AI, so one would think.
Isn't it, I think?
Hail Scott!
Hail Scott Ovid.
Yes.
He's the man.
Oh, hee-haw.
We
Still
should
enjoying
ask.
summer.
Yeah, we should ask AI what it thinks Scott's role in this live stream is, because they had a job for Gavin and Flav.
Yeah.
We don't know what it thinks of Scott.
Yeah, Gavin's
yet.
job was derailing the stream.
Derailing the stream with "I want you."
And Flav
Contribute to
credited
the-
as being
yeah.
the funder of the Shrubbery Fund.
Yeah.
Contributor
to the Shrubbery Fund. Yeah. It actually said this, Mike. I don't know if you were there where I was reading it off, but I took a screenshot of it on my phone.
No, this is all new to me.
Oh,
we
Mike,
were.
yeah.
I think we read that off.
Was
it might have been last Sunday, I guess.
I don't remember.
It was Wednesday. It was Wednesday because Wednesday we did.
As I say, I was there Sunday.
Yeah, we were doing Dragonheart Wednesday.
Yeah, it was during the Dragonheart. Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, we're having fun with Dragonheart too, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you can join us
in
on
this
Wednesday
week's
night.
review, I guess the YouTube will say you were talking about me and
Scott
making
says,
fun of me.
Scott says it probably won't like me much.
It didn't even notice I existed.
Probably because of those intros.
I know.
It didn't notice that I existed. It thought Colin was the host.
Yeah, Sir Colin of Glastonbury was the host of Earworms. Yeah.
He was Arthur.
Maybe that's it, because he outranked Lawrence, and so Lawrence didn't even show up in the ranks of Earworms.
Wow.
Hold on, are you telling me that he ranks higher than most people who won't?
I gotta save that clip. I gotta save that clip for when Flav gets here. Yeah, we are probably overlapping Brown a little bit tonight, but we do want to get on with this because we do have Mike with us that needs to that does need to depart.
Yeah, I'm such a wanker. I gotta go at 9. You know.
Careful.
What does that even mean? I don't. I mean, Colin. It is a term for something. I know
self-pleasuring.
That's a nice way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
never mind.
It literally means self-pleasuring, self-partner. If you know your Bible, it is a sin of onanism.
Oh my gosh! But people use it so often. It
we
doesn't
use
seem
swear
like
words
it's
like
so
that.
profane.
We use swear words that way. I mean, the F word we use so many times we don't really literally mean that.
It's an interest. It's always an interest. It's always
Here we go.
interesting. No, it's similar. Why do we find some things rude but acceptable and some things less acceptable? Why do we find more direct references to reproductive acts more offensive than other bodily functions? You know, why do we do it? I think
quite interesting.
Well, I think it's. I mean, if Lawrence were to use the F word all the time on his channel, I know that YouTube would strike him for something. But the W word, I hear people use all the time, and I think it's just because YouTube is American. It doesn't really because, for example, in Spain, not in Spain, but in Cuba, the word carajo is a curse word, but it's used, in everyday language, and it's not a big deal. But if you go to another country, I know that in Bolivia and in Venezuela, that word is really, really bad.
And literally, it just means the crow's nest.
It just means crow's
nest. A sailing
nest.
vessel,
Yeah.
It's like the word bastard.
Bastard.
No, not yet. But it has a very particular meaning. It has a very specific. But I was told a long time ago, so I don't know how true this is, but that the cultural equivalent in German is Schweinhund, which basically means pig dog, right? But that if you but the Schweinhund in German apparently, and if Manuel or anyone else is in chat who is much better knows the German culture, I understand is that it's a lot worse to call someone in German Schweinhund than to call someone in English a bastard, but the two are somehow also sort of similarly equivalently serious. I'm not quite sure how that works, but I said it's interesting. It's part of his name, part of his German culture.
What if you call them a bloody bastard?
Ooh.
Does that change it?
No, I mean, no, we
amplifies it a little.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, I've heard that in Python a few times. You bloody bastard! You bloody bastard!
At the risk of derailing,
I think we're already off the rails.
Yeah, I would say I think it doesn't necessarily, if I think about it, it doesn't necessarily change the seriousness of the insult, if you wish to put it that way, the word. It kind of changes in context somehow, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Yeah, you bloody bastard. It intensifies it, but you wouldn't normally. It is not. You wouldn't normally use that simply in a slightly more serious situation than you use the word bastard. It has slightly different connotations, if that makes sense.
It does,
Yeah.
and I just don't know. I just was surprised.
Babylon 5. What's Babylon 5?
I was just surprised to find out that a regular run-of-the-mill curse word that my mother and my grandmother used quite often were was something that was really, really bad in Venezuela and Bolivia and other countries, and then something that would be considered a really, really, really bad word in Cuba was like a run-of-the-mill curse word in everyday speech in Spain. The C word.
Oh, coher?
No, for bum. The Spanish C word for bum.
Colita.
No. The bad version of colita.
Oh.
Yes.
My Spanish isn't that good. You say the C word, it refers to something in similar area, but the other side of the body.
Well, in Cuba it's really bad. In Spain they use it all the time. It's not a big deal.
Oh, culo.
Don't say.
Interestingly, that it took me a long time. I didn't realize when I first came across it that the word fanny means different things in English and American, because there's a line in one of the Lensman books where our hero basically he tells one of his men to shoot a laser beam close enough but not to blister her fanny. Now that's fine, except I expected that laser to come down between her legs. Because in England, fanny is the front, not the back. Let's put it that way and try and be delicately.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Really?
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Oh.
Yeah. But Fanny is also a lady's name.
Mm-hmm.
One of our first TV cooks was a lady called Fanny Craddock. And it's gone out of it now. Yeah, it's another way names that go. But if you look at the original, if you ever catch the original series Ghost, which was the British series, the lead female character there is called Fanny because she's a Victorian Edwardian era, and that was a lady's name then. So,
well, we do have the rank, or is it wank in our in our chat has gone up a notch.
This man commands a quack legion. He wanks as high as any in Rome.
Flavius X is with us. So I think we could get on to Babylon 5 now.
Yes.
yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Here we
It's
go. We're doing
Draal.
the
Here we
credits
go.
first. These are some of our guest stars we have here.
John
No.
Shuck.
This is not his. Yeah, well, he's coming up in a moment. This is the episode.
Yeah.
The Long
Emperor
Twilight Night.
Goodwin is here.
Good
Say
one
hello.
is in the
Jay!
audience. There was much rejoicing.
Well,
Give that man a shrubbery.
Yes.
Room babbling never.
Prepare for torture! Confess!
Or Jay will get out the boar worms.
Ay, ay, ay.
But anyway, well, who are we guest starring? Who's guest starring? Yeah, that was John Shunk or Shuck.
Shuck.
John Shuck, yeah, as Draal. Not the original actor who played Draal,
No,
but then
Draal
the
became
original
a
actor
Catholic
comes
priest.
back later as
Yeah.
Theo.
Louis
Theo.
Turenne? Was it Louis Turenne, the actor, was it?
I didn't get to the episode yet, so I didn't remember the name yet. But yeah, no, he's a great actor and everything. It's weird. He just must not have been available. And so they had to change actors. And then they're like, well, we really liked you. So they found something for, we found the brother Theo role for him. But that's okay. It's still great acting. So you're fine. People don't worry about it. And now we're seeing, of course, the wrong people with the right names, or is it the wrong names with the right people? I don't know. But anyway, we do have also Riff Hutton. What a name, Riff. And he's playing, what does that say right there? It's
ISN
my controls
reporter.
are covering it.
ISN reporter.
Doesn't even get a name. At least give him a name, like Dick or something. Dick the reporter for ISN. William Forward, our good old friend William Forward, playing Lord Rifa as usual.
A lot of reporters for ISN are dicks at this period of time.
But anyway, we will have William Forward in this episode. Great scene there. I mean, the acting in this whole episode. There's so many great scenes. It's not even just the one in the conference room at the end. There's so many where the acting is just like, damn, what happened? Morgan Shepherd as Justen, who is also, he was the original
Soul Hunter. Yes.
Soul Hunter.
And he was also the older version of the character played by his son in the Doctor Who stories.
Yes.
69.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to mention that the Soul Hunter made an appearance
the
in
CIA,
Doctor Who.
I guess
Yeah.
CIA agent, the
Yeah.
older version, yeah.
Yeah.
The one who brought the
The young-
gasoline to burn the Doctor.
The younger version was played by his son. I'm not sure if it was his son or his grandson. I can never remember, but I know they are directly related.
No, and a great job, too. Great job. Yeah, in that episode, there was only one guy. One of the White House security guards. You could hear you could tell he didn't naturally have an American accent, but the rest of the American accents were good. But yeah, great episode. Great 2 episodes, actually. Centauri Prime, here we are. That's the home world of the Centauri Republic. And I know some people don't like this this CGI, but I thought this was a nice. I mean, I'd like
Was
to
it
visit that
CGI?
place.
It still looks drawn. Was it
I don't know.
CGI?
I mean, that's the thing. It does look. It looks good to me. I don't know. Maybe my standards aren't as high, but I like it. It's a nice palace. I'd like to visit it. What is that? What is that in France? One of the Louis castles.
Versailles.
Versailles. Yeah, I was going to say Marseille, but it's Versailles.
Also, a very, very famous Cuban restaurant in Miami that opens late night. No, it's been famous
except you
for
guys call it
decades.
Versailles or something like that.
Yeah, but it's named after Versailles. Yeah. You can get croquetas at 12 a.m. Yeah, with a cortadito. And all the tapas you want. Yeah.
Do you need to see a doctor if you get that?
Well, it depends. How's your
After
digestive
several
system?
years, maybe.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Oh,
so
Emperor Goodwin says it is CG. Confirmed.
no, and it does look it, but it's still I don't know. I just like it. Then again, I like some of those classic ones. Like this was around the time of that. Remember that? What was it? The Gate to the Mind's Eye with Thomas
Yes.
Dolby's music. But
Oh,
yeah,
love that.
I love that video.
Anytime, anywhere, in the corner of your mind's eye.
There we go. So anyway, what's happening here?
That was
Any
delightful.
place, anywhere.
Thank you.
It's martini at work. Anytime, any place, anywhere. It's martini.
Well, here, Mollari and Rifa are talking, and it's basically you get the impression that Rifa is getting to the end of some long unfolding plans, and this is where he's like saying, "Congratulations, Londo. We're about to make some monumental achievements here."
Yep.
Mm-hmm. But he does mention how this cost him one friend already, and that was the life of his of a dear friend of his.
What was a Jeno?
I forget the name already.
Hail,
Yeah.
Mr. Brown in the chat.
Hail Brown. How
Yes.
y'all doing this evening?
Okay. looks like
Congratulations. I'm wearing the jersey. Yep. Basically, England got revenge for Linda's farm yesterday.
Okay.
That's the place in Great Britain that was
790
invaded by the Vikings.
793.
Colin even knows the year.
There we
I
go.
only know the year because it's a song from Horrible Histories.
Oh.
In the year 793, we sailed across the Great North Sea. If you've never seen Horrible Histories, the first 5 episodes of the series are fantastic. But they did a lot of songs. And the Lindy's from one, is the first one. In the year 793, we sailed across the Great North Sea.
No, but as far as teams go, I like Norway and England. It's hard to see two teams you like play together, but, at least then you're never too upset with the result. But now the stress has already begun. Argentina, man. I predicted it. I warned you. I warned you.
We're waiting for Gavin to come back in and derail our. Oh my god, yeah. AI is quirky, man.
That's the thing of it. What's exactly, Fab? I mean, what's the other name by which York is usually known? Apart from Eber Arkham, and I defy anybody to say Eber Arkham without a Yorkshire accent. It was Jorvik, which was the Viking capital.
I'm sorry, Colin. It's gone right over my head there, man.
No, Flav said lots of places were invaded by the Vikings. Most Yorkshire residents have a bit of Viking in them. So, yeah, York was the Viking capital. It used to be called Jorvik.
Oh, and one of your greatest composers, Edward Elgar. That's the guy that composed Pomp and Circumstance. The one that we play at all our graduations here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but
Oh,
that was
that's right.
originally he was the master of the king's music. And and of course my favorite by him was the Enigma variations. If you ever want to check that out, just please do. You'll
The one
be
that helped
very
us win
happy
World
you
War
did.
II. The music that helped us win World War II. Sorry. I keep getting I keep getting odd, but really genuinely interesting videos.
Yeah, well,
like
no, the name is because it's supposedly theme and variations, where usually there's a clear theme at the beginning, and then each variation is transforming that theme in some way musically. But in this case, he leaves the theme an enigma, so you don't get it at the beginning, but you can hear from the different movements all the way through that there is some underlying connection between them. But I don't think it's ever been clearly decided yet, but I've read a number of music theory papers on it, and there's a number of theories, but There's no conclusive decision. Some say it's not even a musical theme. It's more of a, shall we say, what would you call that? Just a concept rather than a musical theme. But we're really derailed now. No, not a motif. Motif would be a musical theme. It's more of like a concept, meaning extra musical.
Oh, okay, I see.
Okay. But look at Rifa here. And now this scene also, the acting just begins. I mean, here, William Forward, you see Rifa there with his confidence and just like, I don't want to hear this, man. You know, it's like, because Londo's starting to let his fears and his concerns come out. And yeah, a lot of it has some regret underneath the surface inside. And so he's just starting to let this out at Rifa, and Rifa's like, too late. I'm not concerned. I mean, I left the subtitles in here in case there's some lines that stand out to you folks and you want to kind of like reference them. But essentially, yeah, this is where it really begins and the intensity really gets turned up here. But basically, yeah, he wants to know, why did you summon me here? And then that's when he hears some of the news. Basically, while the strategy isn't announced yet, it's just like the Narn are falling. Basically, the Narn are not winning this war. They're, in fact, losing it. And the Centauri know that basically pretty soon they're basically going to have the Narn defeated. And then we'll see what that looks like, because it's not, I mean, as we'll see coming up, it's not like one of those defeats where it's like, oh, we conquered them, but we want to leave enough of their infrastructure intact that we can utilize what we conquer. No, this isn't that sort of thing. But that's coming up.
The only thing that Lord Reefer, as Eraserhead puts it, wants from the Narn planet is slave labor. So it doesn't matter that they eventually, wipe them into the Stone Age, as they say in the episode. There's enough remaining people there because they're equal in technology, both planets. So there's nothing really that they want from the planet, any resources, except for the people themselves. And what's frustrating here is that this guy, Lord Reefer, made plans without Londo, who's the one holding supposedly the power. And this should be a tip. This should have been a sign for Londo to get this guy back in his place.
Yeah, because Londo's the one that has the connection with the shadows.
Yeah.
Even though they don't really use that term. And Rifa knows that. He has powerful allies and stuff, but Rifa's like, he feels he can utilize that towards his own ends. And now, similarly, like Londo, he wants power, but he doesn't want to be in the spotlight. So they have this Emperor Kurtaja, who we haven't met yet, but is the new emperor and is open to their designs and is into the whole conquering thing. And so,
you know what after this episode, I think Londo doesn't want so much power as he wants respect. And I guess he felt trapped into this path after, all the havoc, the shadows, all the destruction, the shadow, they could pin it all on him. And so I don't think he really wanted all of that destruction. I think he just wanted to
didn't want that.
Respected amongst his peers.
And he wanted...
Yeah.
Go ahead.
He used the shadows to do that, but he didn't think that they would go this far, and he feels trapped. But the thing is, he's holding the cards here. He has the connections. I don't know. I guess he's, again, so used to being the underling that he didn't wield the power that he has. And it's like, no, Mr. Reefer, we're going to do things my way. Yeah, and if you don't like it, you will find yourself in a very bad position, my friend.
No, Mollari lost control because I guess he wasn't as hungry for that kind of power. Yeah, he wanted status, But he also wanted power for the Republic. He wanted to see them be going out and basically kind of ruling and being the boss again. He wanted power for his, the Centauri Republic. But I mean, the thing is, it's not until he really experiences this as an adult where he's going through how that power gets acquired that he realizes the reality of that, because it's like there's no nice way of conquering other people, even though here they turn it up to the nth degree because it's just a slaughter basically. But yeah, so meanwhile back on Babylon 5, this must be this is some kind of meditation that Delenn's having here, and it's an ecstatic one, shall we say. Energy surge in CNC, and look at that planet. Energy surge. We haven't seen that for a while.
This confused me slightly.
Yeah.
What was that?
Well, no, because the way it was cut, I don't know if it was deliberate or not, but the way it was cut, right? You get Corwin calls up Ivanova. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You then cut to the camera going into the shower.
Yeah.
But and you say, okay, sorry, who's in the shower with Ivanova?
No,
because
no.
Your brain because your brain thinks it's going to be Ivanova. And then you realize it's not, it's Sheridan. But you think about it,
Colin, wishful thinking, Colin.
But we see her here. There on the bridge, so I don't know.
No,
I didn't get that. I didn't expect she was in the shower. We saw. Go ahead, Colin.
Look, so go back. That's not Ivanova on there, right?
I know it.
Okay. No, so what I'm saying is he says.
Oh, that's not. Yeah.
No, it's not Ivanova. He said, he goes on the comment. He says, "Come on, Ivanova." Right. So you would then expect.
Oh, that's right. I guess on the radio he does say Commander Ivanova, but
conventionally you'd expect the next person you see to be Ivanova at the other end of that.
Yeah, well, I guess he just left his link on open broadcast. Paging Ivanova. We're paging everyone's link.
Because obviously what's happened is Corbin has called Ivanova, told Ivanova about this, and Ivanova has called the captain. But I don't know if it was an editing thing out or an editing or what, but we go straight from, we cut out the bit with Ivanova being told. So I say, that's what caught me by surprise at first. I'm like, okay, I saw what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that, and I thought that was going to be Ivanova in the shower. In other words, maybe it was going to be a case of, she's not, she can't answer immediately because she's not got a link with her in the shower or something like that.
Yeah. Which
would be perfectly, a viable story beat.
Right. Okay. So, so we didn't get that. We didn't get our Ivanova in the shower scene. But don't worry, we do get her walking right out on the bridge, unclothed. And well, we're getting interference here. Ivanova's talking to Sheridan. And then he's like, they're here. And there he is. Guess who's here? And this guy is great because he doesn't, the way they wrote it and the way he executes it, he doesn't let Sheridan really get a word in. No. It's like no matter what Sheridan says, this guy's like, he does at one point say, "I'm sorry if I'm interrupting you. I could come back at a better time." But of course you're not. But anyway, so Draal comes up and he's like, he's connecting with Sheridan here and saying that it's some important things have come up and we need to have a meeting at your earliest convenience. And your earliest convenience would happen to be right away. Uh-oh. I got Harlan Ellison in on that. Look at that. So he did some advising in this episode as for the series overall. But anyway, I just wanted to see if my subtitles said anything significant there. But he doesn't let her get a word in. But that's it. Basically, come down to the planet Epsilon 3, at your earliest convenience, which is very soon, and there'll be one other you can bring, and you'll know who at the time. So, nice and mysterious. But great acting and stuff. So I don't think anyone at the time was probably disappointed that Draal was a different actor or anything. Because he just...
No,
you know,
it
did a
just
great job.
surprised us later to see Draal come back as a Catholic priest. It's like,
Well, I
wait
mean,
a second.
Again, they did it. They did it very well. They explained why it was a different actor. They actually wrote the change of actor into the story.
Yeah, he's supposedly younger, but it's like the Minbari, at least their face makeup doesn't hide, their face like it would. Like they brought back Natoth as a human lawyer, and at first I didn't notice that was the actress who played Natoth. But with the Minbari, that type of thing is harder to do.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah.
Yeah, and so when they brought back Draal as Brother Thero, I was like, wait a second, that's Draal. What?
Yeah. The
Why did
original Draal. Yeah.
It's like, why they swap actors?
Well, it probably had to do with availability at that time. And they're like, he did a great job. We'd like to have him back, so we'll have him back as another character.
That's it. Thank you, Phantom. I was trying to remember what it was that first one was Holmes and Yo-Yo. I remember him being a robot, but I couldn't remember what it was. God, let's go back a bit.
Well, we have Narnian bibs here. Those are guards outside of Jakar's room.
Narnian bibs. Hold a second. You'll be looking for Aslan next.
Here's Soul
right.
Hunter, yes.
That's right. They called Narn, people from Narn, just Narns. All right. So, yeah, he's talking to Soul Hunter in person here. Although he's not Soul Hunter. Talk about using actors in multiple ways.
Yeah.
But it's also his uncle. And basically his uncle is delivering the strategy that what we're going to do now is, we're losing, but we think the Centauri really don't want a drawn out war. And we could basically knock out their supply lines, forcing them to regroup. And we can do that by doing a strike at, Garash 7, something like that. And by doing that, we could pretty much, we give them a deadly blow. Give them. I'm looking for, what is it? Strike a deadly blow. And so
they
by
could
doing
wear
that,
them down to the point where there would be no benefit to continuing the war.
But the Centauri aren't doing it for benefit. They're just doing it because they want to. I don't know.
Well, I mean, make it so costly that they just give up as like this planet.
That's how
isn't
they
worth it.
did it the first time. It
Yeah.
was like a war of attrition, as they call it, where the resistance on Narn just wore them down, and they were just too much trouble to keep as a colony anymore. So,
Right.
and so they're trying the same thing again. But Jakar, at least at this point, it's like, all right, maybe has some concerns, but it's like, all right, sounds like a plan. But the reason why he's there, because even though Jakar is a member of the Kari, this has already been decided. So he's just telling them because he's his uncle and he wanted to visit his favorite nephew. I wonder if he says that to all his nephews.
Go ahead, it does
Colin.
make you wonder. It does kind of make you wonder. And I presume the answer is no, because when I'm later on, but is Jakar a member of the Kari because he's an ambassador? Or is his role as ambassador separate from his role in the Kari? Because he's in the Circle Kari, isn't he? He's the top of the Kari. So is he...
Well, I think the
in other
Kari
words,
speak with equal voices. He does say much later in the series.
Yeah, no,
I think the Kari is like an equal body. But yeah, he
Yeah, but
also
I think they get circles, haven't they? But I'm just wondering, because what I mean is, does that mean that any other member, if there's a Narn ambassador on Earth or an Narn ambassador or member, are they members of the Kari? Presumably not, because we know the Kari get wiped out.
yeah, I don't know. The story doesn't
Yeah,
tell us
that's what
about the
I mean.
other ambassadors, but maybe it's one of
Yeah,
those
exactly.
things where he took the role because to the Narn at the time, finding out info was probably really important, and so they wanted someone close in the circle here, gathering info and intelligence on Babylon 5, because they were trying to get back at the Centauri and gradually, retake stolen space and everything like that. So that was probably their goal there. Now, of course, for Mollari, the role was because no one else wanted it. So the Centauri didn't look at Babylon 5 as an important thing, but probably the Narn did. And then the Minbari looked at it as important enough that they had one of the Grey Council as an ambassador.
I said the Minbari Atlantis here were co-sponsors.
Yep.
It's technically it's an Earth Minbari installation.
Yeah, and they only went ahead with it once Earth selected the commander they were looking for.
That's a good point, Phantom Outsider.
And what is that point, so we can highlight it?
That the Narn wouldn't choose someone outside of the Kari to represent them because, quoting Phantom Outsider, because they need to speak with one voice, so you aren't going to pick from outside the Kari.
Yeah, I mean, I guess what we were just saying is sometimes ambassadorial positions are not of leadership. A lot of times the ambassador will be taking orders from the Kari and stuff. So I guess it was just, in this case, Babylon 5 was important enough to them that they wanted one of the Kari there.
Because you think about it, we have no idea about the Vorlons, but
oh yeah, well they're all named Kosh.
But what we're going to say is Minbar and Narn both have ambassadors to Babylon 5 who are members of their ruling bodies. Sheridan's not. Earth doesn't.
No.
That's what I say. We don't know how the Vorlon works. We don't know if Kosh is, if the Vorlon you have, sort of say we don't know about the Vorlons. So at least two of the members of the permanent members of the Security Council are actually members of the government, whereas normally, of course, on Earth, ambassador position is not. It's a civil service position.
Well, since you brought up the question,
Never ask that question.
So anyway, let's move ahead here. But yeah, also great acting here. There was like no letdown in the episode. And so now both Delenn and Sheridan find themselves heading out to, I don't know, heading out at the same time to do what? I'm not sure, but they both just got a visitation. And I guess eventually they find out along the way that they were both visited. And great shot here of this conversation starting here. I thought that was a cool idea.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, good angle.
So anyway, we get in the other side of this same situation. Apparently Rifa has heard or has received this information about the Narn strategy of striking at Garrus 7.
Now I know why I made the connection with Enigma earlier on.
Oh, yeah?
Well, clearly, the Narn, the Centauri, have broken the Narn code.
Yeah.
That's probably why I made that connection, because clearly they've broken the codes.
Well.
Because I doubt the Narn would have sent a message like that in clear.
But after this, I'll give you a link. I mean, you could just search for it, but you should listen to Elgar's Enigma Variations. It's not super long. I think overall maybe 20 to 30 minutes.
Right.
But really nice piece.
because of course in Enigma was the machine that the Poles cracked, then gave to us in World War II.
Right. And it somehow became the basis for a code for, what was it, the Inquisitor's glove on Red Dwarf.
Did it?
Yeah. Enig. For some reason, my last words are enig. All right. So anyway. Yeah, Mike's like, man, you guys know everything about no, just science fiction, man.
Just science fiction.
Yeah, I don't know anything about cop shows.
Hell, I thought we were still monkeying around. I didn't know.
Hey.
Hey. Now, I hadn't got really intense yet, so get on with it.
No, well, it starts
Exactly.
here. It gets pretty intense here because as he's explaining the strategy, Londo sees flaws in it. He's like, you're going to strike at the Narn homeworld while they're attacking our supply lines? Like,
Yeah, he's not really on board, is he?
No, he thinks that's too risky. That's the main thing right here, is that it's too risky. But Reef is upset with him, and this is where, William Forward rises to the level and the acting's intense back and forth. He's like, no, we're going to bring this war to an end right now. And then he even brings up here in a moment where we're going to use mass drivers. So it's like, no, it's not going to be a long drawn out invasion of Narn. You just need your allies to stop them from cutting off our supply lines in Garrus 7. And meanwhile, we're just going to wipe out Narn in a matter of days because we're not going to invade it. We're just going to pummel the planet and use mass drivers. And Londo reacts to that, and that gives the audience the clue that, okay, we don't know what mass drivers are necessarily, but basically it's something that's been outlawed by every civilized planetary system in the galaxy. So it's almost like one of those weapons of mass destruction that, you're not supposed to use, but nevertheless exist. So, yeah, basically it's going to be planetary bombardment. And yeah, Londo doesn't like the sound of that. He's like, I don't know, maybe because he prefers a more civilized war, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I like Reef's answer to that as well when we get to it.
Yeah, if there's anything you want to point out, that's why I have the lyrics of the song here, but also some of these faces. I mean, look at that. That's that's desperation
you
right
can
there.
See that you can see that this is where Londo is really beginning to crack. His illusions are really beginning to crack, I think.
Yeah,
I think his illusions should have cracked a long time ago. This guy Rifa killed his friend.
Well, yes. I mean, I'm thinking it's the whole thing, but I think the point is it's probably so, as Rifa's in, he's so deep in himself. It's difficult for him to.
Yeah.
We will be using mass drivers. Yeah, we're just gonna pummel them. We're not gonna invade. Mass drivers. They've been outlawed by every civilized planet. Yep.
Yeah. Well, like you said, these are uncivilized times. I like that answer.
Well, why do you like that answer?
I think it's a good answer. Look, they've been outlawed by every civilized nation. And Reefer just says, but these are civilized times. It's not a good morally response. It's a good argumentative response. Yeah, this is true, but this isn't civil. But we're not in civilized times. I mean, Reefer's obviously talking.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, who else is doing uncivilized things?
What every dictator says to justify their actions. These are
I guess it's a good response, and it's one that is in line with the thinking of that person.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what they would say.
It should, Emperor Goodwin, offend Londo's idea of honor. It should, and I think it does, and he does nothing.
We have treaties, and he has experience as being an ambassador too. And yeah, he does believe that treaties are important. They're another way for you to try and get what you want, but that you got to stick to it. I mean, he's from that old school of like, yeah, we may engage in war, but we're going to do it in a more civilized way, and we're going to have treaties and stuff. I basically play the game. In this case, it's like Galaxy Risk, RISK, that board game, remember? And it's like, but we're going to play it by the rules. And this is a guy that's like, no, I'm just going to smash my fist down on the table and conquer your planet.
Was Rifa known to be a part of the Kotari, that club that Londo and the friend that he had to kill?
No, probably not. And there's probably a reason for that, because he's more of like, we're getting an idea. There's a different faction. Like Londo's faction is all about expanding the empire, but in a civilized way, or in an old school way of doing it. Reef is more like by any means necessary, power, conquer. I mean, he's basically what the shadows really want,
I've just realised where they got what they're talking about here. I've just realised.
That's good.
What they're talking about and what they're turning it the other way for.
Yeah, he's like, we're going to save thousands of Centauri lives.
Does this sound at all familiar to anybody?
Yeah.
Save thousands of our people's lives invading someone.
Well, here's the thing. He can't say the other thing. He can't say we're saving lives on both sides, because they're just going to bomb the hell out of Narn.
80 years ago. Happened twice.
Well, in that scenario,
Anna Nielsen now lives.
Yeah. In that scenario, the argument was a little bit different. It was saving lives on both sides, they said.
Yeah.
Whether you agree with it or not, it was a different argument.
Oh no! Oh yeah, I agree. Stephen argument. I think that may well be what they're talking about. It's the same sort of thing, so different degree.
But it's different because he can't say we'll save Narn lives in the long run, and it's like, no, you're not.
Yeah, he doesn't care at all about.
Well, yes, exactly. I mean, for
lives,
starters, you're talking the difference of one nuke and two in the end needed to be used, as opposed to destroying all their cities. But I think it's a similar. I don't agree with the argument, but again, it's a similar sort of argument. I think that may be where Straczynski's got somebody. I know I think he did get World War II, a lot of inspiration for this, but he did get some of that inspiration. That may well be where his inspiration was.
Maybe, but Straczynski had to know, if he was referencing that here, that he had to do it a little bit differently, because obviously it's not quite the same.
Oh yeah, certainly. It's doing what science fiction does better than anything else. It's looking at real situations, but it's examining real situations with what may be uncomfortable questions in a situation where the viewer can actually absorb them without the discomfort, as if they're talking about real things.
Right, exactly. No, and that's one of the things I love about Babylon 5.
Yeah.
Some of the things I derive from the shows, I mean, and the reason why I like it so much is because at least Straczynski, when in this series, at least, when he did it, he wasn't so heavy-handed where he was just like trying to bash you over the head with his opinions. He made you think, and sometimes you weren't quite sure what his opinions were. He left it open enough that you weren't sure, so you didn't feel preached to. It was like, think of this, think of this, think of this. And so that's one of the things that was better, about this series.
What original Star Trek did is it actually presented both sides of an argument.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what sci-fi is supposed to do. Yeah.
But I like how the angle they had Jurasik stand here. We don't normally see him like at this angle and stuff, and then the light right down on his forehead, and you see the dark shadows on his face, and here he's talking about the shadows, and they're really beginning to worry him, because they are powerful allies. It's like, why do they need us? What's going on here? You know, he's questioning that. And this guy's like, don't worry. I mean, we just need them here. Let them do this and we won't need them anymore. You know, we just need them here and they're powerful. I mean, we should use them. Why not?
I mean, that question, what's in it for them, should have been his
Well,
first
sure.
question to Mr. Morden at the very beginning. It's like, if you're really this powerful, what do you need me to do this for you?
Yeah, just
It's
a
like,
favor.
what's really going on here? Why didn't he ask these questions?
Yeah. Well, when he said, why don't you just take out the Narn homeworld while you're at it? And Morden's like, one thing at a time, Ambassador. You know,
Yeah.
not even laughing it off, just like, but that's the thing. I mean, if he would have cut it off earlier, we wouldn't have this story. But there are reasons because, you know, especially when Morden first encountered Mollari was really frustrated because he didn't like the vision of the current emperor at that time, who was like, the Narn took back this, whatever, let it go. We don't really need that. Which actually, when you think about it, could have been sensible decisions. Not that the guy was just being weak, but maybe that it was just like, well, we don't need that. Or, yeah, we only have that because we took it from them in the first place, that sort of thing. You know. But Mollari was really feeling beaten up because he had visions of a powerful Narn Republic.
Well, I think so.
Centauri
Very
Republic.
true. Very
Mollari's-
true, Emperor.
Mollari's probably also looking back with somewhat rose-tinted glasses to the glory days when he, you know, phrased like the glory days of the Republic.
Mhm.
You know, sort of like a lot of, you know, like a lot of people tend to hanker back to the good old days when, you know, you don't very often sort of take into account that they were perfect, you know.
Is that thunder?
Bloody hell.
I have a hell of a storm going on here, so if I disappear,
Oh, we can hear it. Wow.
Yeah. I heard thunder.
If I
I thought,
suddenly disappear, you'll know why.
I thought that was a sound effect somebody was turning on.
No,
Hey,
man,
someone
it's
got a
just
board in
ripping
front of them.
down. We got a hell of
Whoa.
a storm going on.
You said someone else flew in a storm earlier on.
yeah.
Oh no!
I saw.
Someone
Yeah,
else
if I
Oh, we had a storm yesterday.
Yes, I've angered the sky gods.
Yes.
I got the sky gods because he's changed.
Stop it, Mike. Stop angering them.
I used wanker one too many times tonight.
That was it. That was it, Mike. Gonna pay the
Oh, Mike.
price.
Yeah, I don't understand your reservations here, Mollari.
He is reluctant.
He
He's
is
very
reluctant with good reason. He should be reluctant. And I'm not. My question is, why is Mollari so reluctant to wield this power against this guy, Rifa? It's like, we're going to do things my way, Rifa.
Well,
and
Rifa's part of a group, you know, and Londo doesn't even know all the mechanisms in this group, all the people that made this thing happen, you know, taking out the prime minister and all that. I mean, Londo's like still kind of like the outsider with powerful friends, but he doesn't know the full picture of this group. All he knows is Rifa, and of course the emperor, the new emperor's on his side, you know.
And I suspect he's also becoming less and less sure that he can actually control the shadows or influence the shadows. No, and yes, he can ask them to do it, but if he stops dealing with what they want, and maybe they'll, as we find out they do, spoiler, they may actually go around him to other people. You know,
things are going to spin out of control. Things are moving too quickly. All these sorts of things. It's like we know exactly what we are doing, and Londo doesn't even know who all of that we is. Yeah.
well, I mean, Londo we find out later that he does know how to get information and how to control these Rifa type people in the government.
Look at this here. Look at this. This is a great line from Rifa here. I'm not saying it's right, but it's a great line. We are here because of you.
It's true, though. It's true.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
why Londo looks so upset. It's like, damn, he's right. And I'm responsible for all the things that these nasty people are going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this would have been his opportunity to wield these connections with the shadows, at least to scare this reefer.
Everything depends on your cooperation.
Yes.
And then here,
yes.
not to put too much pressure on you, but at this very moment, a dozen of our largest battle cruisers are waiting in hyperspace, right?
And I would have said, and I did not authorize that. You're going to call them back right now. Or you will regret it, Lord Rifa. I warned you. That's what I would have said. That's what I would have said if I were Londo.
How better to serve our people than to end this war early? Yep, there we go. With a minimum of Centauri blood. Right.
It's not an invalid argument.
Right.
From the point of view
he
of
makes
himself.
it sound reasonable.
Yeah.
But it
It's not
totally ain't. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not an invalid argument to the point of view of the Centauri. Finish this and finish this quickly.
Yeah.
If they
He's
were
a great bullshitter.
He
Yeah,
is a
exactly.
good bullshitter, yeah.
Well, if they don't care about,
lives at all.
Yeah, in general, it's like, yeah, we would be ending this quicker for us, but for the Narn, it's like the scale of destruction is going to be so much bigger that it's like, it's
Yeah.
not defeating them, it's almost like wiping them out, sort of
Yeah.
Well,
thing.
the sheer fact that Lord Rifa had a hand in killing Londo's best friend should have tipped off Londo to the fact that this guy doesn't care about Centauri lives either.
Right.
So, at this point, again, if I were Londo's like, we are going to do things my way, Lord.
Yeah, good argument here to say, all right, this will be the last time I'll use the shadows, but, he makes a good argument. If we are going to see our destiny come, we must do it ourselves. But of course, Reef does say, oh, well, we won't need help after this. Although we know in the future of the series that Rifa himself is not above a little bit of shadow help.
No, he's, yeah.
Cheer up! Cheer up, sleepy dream.
Oh, God, don't get me started.
To a daydream believer and a homecoming queen. We actually, Friday, that was our best Friday night stats yet.
It was the monkeys.
Yeah.
It was the monkeys. And poor guys,
And
they
you had never
can't
heard of
even
them.
get credit of.
We'll see.
They can't even get credited as being a serious band.
By the time
Poor
you get back to
guys.
Babylon 5, the war will be all over. All right, so that's in great scene. And then what do we have here? Sheridan's in their little conference room here talking about their plans. He and Delenn want to go down to the planet Epsilon 3, but Garibaldi urges caution because he knows it's heavily armed. The defense is there. You don't know who sent this message, what's going on. But Delenn's like, hey, he looked like he did back when he was younger and stuff, And so I know Draal when I see him. And so that was Draal from the past. And then, of course, Ivanova makes it happen right here by saying, yep, it came 3 miles deep from Epsilon 3. It's legit. Sheridan says, we're out of here. Garibaldi wants to send a team along. And he said, nope. Draal says only me and one other. And I would know who that is. And that's got to be this lady right here.
That's right.
All right, so we got through that thing. Now what do we
Yeah, we did. There you go. Garibaldi was being a wanker, and she put him in his place.
Well,
Jeff.
I'll take Garibaldi was doing his job as head of security.
Hey, Jacob
Yes, he was. I
Ironside.
was just making a joke.
How you doing, Jacob? Good to see you.
Good evening.
Good stuff, Jacob. And then I saw some Jeff there also. Welcome aboard. All right, what do we have here? It's a meeting of the Centauri, I don't know, what would you call it? GQ
the shadow
Society.
government.
Oh, I was going to say the GQ Society, the Best Dressed Centauri. So, no, this is where Reef is just sending the rest along, saying, okay, let's go now. We're heading out. And that's what he announces to Mollari. I got space on this cruiser, and we got a window seat just for you. We're going to head out and watch the invasion of Narn ourselves in person. And but back to Epsilon 3, we do have
Wait,
yeah,
this is an important scene with Dr. Franklin and Jakar.
yeah,
Yes, it is.
but I wanted to get these other two in, the wounded Narn and Franklin's assistant there, but they do step out of the way.
Being a dick.
Nope. He's delivering a message to Jakar that one of the Narn that he just treated did pass on some words. It looked like the Centauri were asking questions about the home defenses. They were interrogating him, and they seemed really urgent in their need for information. So, do with that what you will, but the implications are that, that probably had something to do with the invasion of Narn coming up. So he's giving Jakar a heads up. Unfortunately, they cannot ask further questions because the Narn that delivered this information is no longer with us.
He has deceased.
Mm-hmm.
He is no more.
And so Jakar's like, okay, thanks for your help. And so right now the audience is thinking, okay, we know that the Narn are in trouble because they have this strategy and the Centauri know what their strategy is. And they got
Narn who has ceased to be.
Yes. And they got, what is it? They got basically this major attack fleet from the Narn are going to be leaving their homeworld, and they're basically, it's not going to be well defended at all. And so the Narn are then going to meet the shadows. Doesn't look good. And so that's the situation. And what do we have here? It's just, this is the ship landing in Epsilon 3. Now, what is that? Is that like the shuttlecraft they used to land on Epsilon 3 before? Okay.
I think so, yeah. Looks like it.
Well, they wanted more space than a Star Fury,
Yeah.
It's a one-person craft, so they wanted to go down together in that.
But the question is, did Delenn and Sheridan have a conversation about getting dressed in the morning?
Oh, fasten and then zip? Well, I don't know. She doesn't seem... That's one thing. One might say that Delenn wears the pants in the relationship, but not literally. She usually is, skirt wearing or robes wearing. But anyway, here they are discussing things, and she almost said the words colorful metaphors and stuff. But yeah, it harkens back to Star Trek 4, the talk between Kirk and Spock about his use of colorful metaphors.
Oh, yeah.
Well, for one thing, you haven't quite got the hang of it.
What was Spock's response to that?
I don't know. I'm trying to remember.
Well, I think he says, "What do you mean, Kirk? Well, you used you used to, how to use those words. Can't you remember? And then Spock goes, the hell I can't. Oh, I gotta watch this movie now. Thank you for putting something else on my to-do list. Ay.
Star Trek 4. Oh, we did that on Earworms with Mike.
We did, but you know what? There's
Yes,
nothing
we
wrong with
did.
there's nothing
We should
wrong
do
with
it
a
again.
revisit.
Yeah,
We
because you
should
know
do it
what?
again.
We could probably do a better job of those voice acting there. And I screwed up some things. And we gotta give Mike another shot at being the Spock that everybody
That's
loves.
right.
Wait, you played Spock. That was
Yeah.
right. That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
I mean,
Mike
I just
played
screwed up
Spock.
because he had one. I did half a
I was
scene when he
silently
wanted to
watching.
do the whole thing. Yes, he was.
Well, now that we're just, tangenting on Star Trek, can we ever find the time to fit in Star Trek 5? Please? We gotta
Yeah,
do
we
it.
can. We'll do
We
it.
gotta do it. Come on.
Abso-fragging-lutely.
Absolutely.
I was wondering how that was spelled. There we
Star
go.
Trek 5 greater than 4. Yes. Emperor Goodwin. I agree.
In numeric count.
What? It was the
Yeah,
best.
no,
like,
no.
In
We're going to
as,
agree to disagree on that one.
in as far as
Yes,
the
no,
best
yes,
moments
no,
between
yes, no.
characters. The best moments between characters happened in Star Trek 5. 4 was great. 5 took the
God
cake.
needs with the starship.
You boys like Italian?
What
I
does
think-
God need with a starship?
What I think is that I thought is an interesting. Some people say that actually the best way to look at Star Trek 5 is that it's basically Kirk dreaming while they're mountain climbing, because it's
Admiral, there'll be whales here.
I say that every time I go across the Severn Bridge.
That
Severn
would be the
Bridge?
Welsh.
Yes,
Ay,
the
ay, ay.
bridge is from England into across the River Severn Estuary, England into Wales.
Scott.
Well, she's asking for his approval. He's like, well, let's talk about that later. But anyway, yeah, it reminded me of that moment. And then we get to see the Forbidden Planet.
Yeah,
How do you explain colorful metaphors to a Mimbari?
Well, they weren't that colorful. She wasn't using swear words necessarily.
Well, they were implying swear words, though.
Mm-hmm.
Spock did a better
Motor
job.
yeah, fair point, Goodwin, but
They are not
That's
the
a
hell your
good
whales.
point, Emperor Goodwin. A good point.
it is.
I
it is
have
a good point.
allies. I have allies here. Yes.
That's okay. I'm used to being in a minority.
Well, no, I like Star Trek 5. I'm not one of the people that.
Well, I like
dislike
5.
it.
I like
but-
4 better.
Yeah,
4
4
is
is more
my
fun.
favorite.
4 is
4
yeah,
is
4 is more fun.
4 is fun, but Star
Yeah.
Trek 5. Yes, it
Well-
is the pinnacle of a Star
Look,
Trek
keep
story. Yes.
It up, I won't do it.
Well, Nichelle Nichols is no Tina Turner, though.
No.
Michelle
4
Nichols?
4 is
Yeah,
the dancing
Uhuru.
scene.
Uhura.
What? No. That scene with Uhura singing, I mean, it was brilliant. It was.
Wow.
First of all, she has a good singing voice. She can dance, and for her age, she had a phenomenal body. Come on, let's
Oh,
be
yeah.
real here. Let's be real here. Come on.
4,
So-
I think it's fair to say that 4 was in some ways, the lightest one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. No question about that.
Although with a serious settings.
Hello, computer. Hello, computer. But it was, yeah.
Have we got the bit where they're already oh no, sorry, no, he's talking to Stan, isn't it? Sorry.
No, this is where we cut from Epsilon 3, looking at how cool it is,
Yeah.
to
No,
now Jakar's like, hold on. I got some news here, just then. It looks like I think the Centauri know about our plans here, because looks like they're going to invade the home world, And this guy's like, no, nothing's confirmed there. We can't. We're about to do it. We're just about to hear. It's too late. We got to do it, man. We're already committed.
As a member of the Kari, couldn't he order him to turn around?
But the rest of the Kari aren't there
Kari or not.
Oh, we're having a Monty Python back and forth in the chat.
No, it isn't.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
This is just meaningless contradiction.
I'm sorry, it's just a 15-minute argument and a full 30 minutes.
I can keep this up all night or to 9 o'clock, whichever comes first.
Oh, yeah, I know. Oh, man, we got a half hour with Mike left. So let's see if we can get to...
Oh, no.
Yeah, we're not even getting to the good part.
Oh, these are all good parts, man. Look at that.
Look at
It is.
I mean, that was a great 70s band, Draal and the Great Machine.
He isn't getting his money worth, Mike. How dare you?
And even though he's there, he's not going to talk from where he is. He's going to project. Talk about class.
There's something I did notice about this, that clearly, I don't know if it was a special effects budgeting thing or what, but you see John Shuck there. He is clearly a holographic projection.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it's the actor. That's fine. We appreciate that. And then he's sort of fades from me, and it's obviously the actor. But is he still supposed to be a hologram? In which case, how can he touch the lens?
Well, I took the screen grab at this moment. He does become solid.
I was wondering. I mean, is he a Red Wolf style hard like hologram? I don't know. Yeah,
A hardogram.
Well, he's like a Star Trek hologram, which is also solid.
But he doesn't have a mobile emitter like the Doctor.
Well, he doesn't need one because he's inside of his planet ship thing.
Look at that medallion he's got there. That's
he's a high-ranking Mollari. Yeah.
Bling.
Emitter.
Well, he likes her new look and everything, and they have some back and forth. He, in fact, knows what's going on with Earth. He likes Sheridan because Sheridan seems to be involved in a conspiracy of light against a faction of his own planet, in fact. Sheridan tries to pretend like, I don't know anything about that. And he's like, oh, come on. They would not survive the attempt of coming 3 miles underground here to try and get the information from me. So we're all good. So it's basically setting up like a future alliance, shall we say, in the coming times.
Yeah.
So even though in this episode we see some really dark stuff happen, and so you see like a descent into bad stuff, you do get some hope along the way here. And this is one of the hopeful signs. I don't know if there's anything we want to point out here. I left the lyrics in anyway, just in case.
Did they ever imply that the people who first owned this planet were first ones?
I remember Istophobos saying that, Straczynski always avoided that question.
I think they originally said it was abandoned 500 years ago. We saw the owners come back. But they suggest that there was a split between them. So I never got the impression that they were first ones, but it's certainly an extremely advanced machine for a relatively younger race. So possibly.
Yeah. Exactly. They seem to be more or the people who used to own that planet seem to be more powerful than the first ones that appear later in the war.
Well, it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because we just know that some of those stranglers of first ones did join up, but we don't know much other than their ships did make the power of other ships kind of go off.
What?
And then they would say, what was it? Zog.
Zog? That's all you have to say is Zog?
Zog yes or Zog no?
I like
The
sins.
Warlord said they practically carried you in the last minute.
That pissed them off.
So anyway, I think we'll move along here. I don't think, no, we don't get any answers as to
Line that gives the episode its title there.
where this comes from. Yeah, he just says that we're going to be going through a long Twilight.
Mike, are you
struggle.
wearing a Centauri haircut?
Maybe. You just now noticed this?
Yes, the avatar was so small on my screen. I didn't notice it until now.
Yeah, I gave up. I kept trying to. Yeah, that's as good as I could get.
Sometimes you got to
Gemini
let
was
yourself
not
have
cooperating with
a
me.
bad hair day. All right,
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
our Narn vessel here is arriving at Garage 7. Did I get that right? Yeah. Oh, the supply center. Yeah. Garage system.
Gorash.
Gorash. Oh, I thought it was
Something-
Garage.
Yeah, no, because something very similar, I think, wasn't somewhat Garage something similar 70 where Urza was the hero of,
Might have been.
like Garage 7 or something, I think.
Yeah, some of those lines I don't really remember. The hero of Garage. Oh, maybe that was Garage and this is Gorash.
Yeah,
Not to be
yeah.
confused. All right. Yeah, maybe that's right. Maybe that's what triggered it in my head was hearing that
Yeah.
line. But anyway, nice, colorful stuff, man. Narn vessel arriving. The Narn vessels look cool. Too bad they always get blown up.
Very dagger-like.
Well, they're arriving, and it looks like they're ceremonial blades. What are they called? Is there a name for them? You know, the blades that they use, like
Yeah.
kind of like has a handle and it's like triangular shape.
Yeah, I can't remember.
But anyway, it looks like those. And then, what's this?
Ruh-roh.
Who are these? Unknown configuration. What's going on? Can we jump? Yeah, their first instinct is run away.
Hey,
But-
Swappers is here. Yay.
Swappers.
El Swapero. Yeah, he noticed the ships. And when he sees the ships, it's like, oh.
Yes.
Yeah, Swappers has been doing a great job with the ships
It's almost
and the
a
characters, as well as the
Yes.
virtual toys for Praxium of the Pathfinders.
Yes.
That Green Man was written about David Jones anyway, wasn't it?
Which Davy Jones? The one with the locker?
No,
Oh,
the one
God.
with
The monkey?
monkey.
We even had a David Jones when I was an undergraduate. He was in the same program.
Jeff, if you mean the role playing game, I played it many moons ago. It's a good game. There's another there's another lot of Babylon 5 stuff as well, where there's a lot of really interesting background material they've worked out.
Well, I got these. I should be going through
right.
these quicker here. So, you said hold on?
No, sorry, I say to Mike, to Jeff, I thought there was a role playing game called the Babylon Project, which came out with the Silver Salon. I hadn't heard of the Deep Space Simulator I was talking about.
Now, Liza got a better avatar.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
yes.
Of course,
Yes.
you realize my afterthought was we just sided with the bad guys.
Colin,
Yes.
you're
we
a
did.
nipple.
He's been one for a while.
I feel like
Oh.
And it looks okay to me.
Okay.
something.
Well, if you want to be that, if you want to be
No,
Mr.
okay, no, I thought I
Alienation.
changed it. Okay, well, let's see, because sometimes, hold on, if I change the avatar,
That's why Brown left. He saw that and
Yeah.
he's like, "Oh,
yeah, Brown mentioned
these
it, but is that better?
amateurs."
Much better, yes.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Yeah, because I know that happened before, so I wonder if I.
So anyway, I just have these slides because of the because it's cool
we-
and it looks cool, but it's all visuals. Yeah, everyone expects the shadows are going to beat up on the Narn, and then the dreadlock fighters do disrupt the jump gates. Well, they aren't even gates; they're just jump points, and then it's too late. They couldn't even pull out of jumping. They were stuck going into the jump points that were being broken down. So I guess what happens? I guess your particles get strewn across hyperspace. I don't know.
He was only a week away from retirement.
Oh no. This was supposed to be his last mission.
Yeah.
Well, it is his last mission. And the shadows just merge to form Unicron or something, and they head off. But I like that, like the cool thing. They didn't have to add that, but that thing where the shadow vessels stack.
Yeah.
If they ever made toys, they'd have to do that. They'd have to stack.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if that was their intention to merchandise.
Probably, and you'd have these hard rubber arms like those octopus toys. It'd be like the moldable arms.
Well,
I also like the way they flash back, they swap back and forth in the battle going on, and Jakar's meditation, almost as if he knew what was happening.
Yeah, and he was feeling it. Oh, in fact, I think I had a bit of a clip I missed there. I think I missed a clip.
No, you can't miss a clip, man.
No, I don't think I did. No, I didn't. Yeah, that was when I was thinking of taking, but I didn't. Because the acting was good. Like, you see Jakar there. He's rocking back and forth. He's, trying to meditate, trying to do prayers. But you see, while he's doing that, he's obviously feeling something else. And then he turns off the candle. Not turns off, but extinguishes the candle at the end of his meditation, which was an intense one. And we see there that you have a feeling he knows what happened.
yeah.
And there we go. Yeah, it was a great cuts back and forth. And meanwhile, these guys are still talking stuff here, but Draal gets a feeling. And he's like, I think you guys need to get back. And I have some stuff I got to do. So,
Well, he got an Obi-Wan Kenobi kind of premonition here.
but he did also, he felt a disturbance in the Force, but he also did mention at the end, he did mention in this conversation that there's others that serve the Great Machine here. There's very interesting. There's one called, and he doesn't finish the sentence there, but at the end of the scene, he does call for Zathras, which was basically the sign that I think, because they didn't show Zathras on Epsilon 3 before, did they?
No.
No, they didn't. So you're still wondering, who is this, oh, Zathras, was that weird guy?
Not the one.
Is that guy? And so, someone watching this in order and everything would have gotten the impression there, oh, this Zathras must have come from here somehow. And so that's what he does at the end of the scene. He calls for Zathras. And we're back here because basically a full-scale assault on the Narn homeworld has begun. Ivanova's telling Garibaldi's like, oh, damn. I need to lock down the station. We're gonna disperse any crowds bigger than 5. We're gonna do this, that, the other thing. He's basically announcing all of the security requirements he's gonna enforce, and Ivanova's like, yep, okay, we're done on that. And here's the ISN reporter from the beginning credits. And he's basically announcing what's happening and that it's hard to communicate with Narn, but it looks like they're surrounded by the Centauri. And yes, the Centauri are using mass drivers. And everyone gets the impression, all right, this planet is not going to survive long. And so what do we have on Babylon 5 every now and then? Bar fights.
I'm trying to
Yeah,
put
now we're getting down to it.
the guy in the front there in the blue.
Fight, fight.
I'll have to check, but I think Willie had the bit where Narn got killed.
And all right, the one in the blue, but the one just to the right of the one in the blue, is that a Centauri woman?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's just that guy looks at me and I'm not sure. I don't know why, for what, because I think we've already had the bit where Londo agrees to not take it as far as.
We already did that episode. That guy can't be back again alive.
No, so it can't be the same actor.
Yeah,
he
it's a
different
different guy. Yeah.
It may be he's been in it several times as an unnamed Centauri.
But I think some of the stunt guys that did the what do you call that? The Jurasik fight came in because there's all sorts of leaping and kung fu fighting, basically. Look at that.
Yeah, these guys have skills.
Makes you wonder if Pat Tallman's in there anywhere.
Oh, Patricia Tallman. Yeah, they would have probably, I mean, she's been credited on the show before, so they probably wouldn't have her in as a stunt double without credit.
Well, I'm thinking it's like a Narn or something, even if she's in makeup, but you don't know.
Well, anyway, these two arrive back from Epsilon 3, and they all seem troubled because all the stuff going on. And
those guys
Phil Sheridan in on the news.
Slightly good win. Yes, I remember that song as well.
Kung Fu Fighting.
Those guys as fast as lightning.
Yeah, you should get clip. We could make a music video for Kung Fu Fighting. I know there probably is one already, but just take clips of all the different bar fights between the Narn and Centauri, the Gropos fights.
There you go. Now we're talking.
Now, the best fight in Babylon 5 was with King Arthur and Jakar.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes. In fact, hold on here.
Uh-oh.
I got to pay.
Flashback.
Flash forward.
Flash forward.
Flash forward. Oh.
Oh, where is it? Ever since I alphabetized this, I can't find things. It was supposed to make things easier. But
oh, no.
Oh.
Well, you can take your leeches elsewhere.
Yeah, I have that one too. Man, what is it? But I'm looking for Claus. Where's Claus? Oh, well,
And they made a very agreeable thump.
I love that episode. Oh,
man.
The beauty of it is that I think, if I remember, once we started on season 3, we could sort of let Mike see that, and it wouldn't spoil anything ahead, because season 3 you get new characters in.
More new
so you
characters.
know who the new characters are.
I'm so confused.
Yeah.
No moral ambiguity, no hopeless
Having an
battle
identity
against
crisis.
ancient and overwhelming forces. They were the bad guys, as you say. We were the good guys, and they made a very satisfying thump when they hit the floor.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Agreeable
You're okay
thumps.
because
Satisfying
You
thumps.
you finally get an English actor. You finally get an English actor and an English character in this series.
Finally, wait a minute.
yeah.
Oh, as a regular appearing.
Davy
yes.
Jones in
Yeah.
the 3rd season?
Davy Jones.
Yeah, close, close.
No.
Yeah, Marcus is one of my favorite characters too.
Shatner,
Yeah.
but you know, because he was in everything.
Yeah.
It was. Yep, he's back.
Oh, what happened?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's the weather. It's come for you.
Oh.
Your audio did something weird there.
Who,
Mike.
me?
Jesus,
Mike.
Mine?
I think so. Are you still under a storm?
Yes.
Ah, that's it.
Oh,
Wait.
well. I'm
Mega
gonna
Geeks into the chat.
Who?
Mega Geeks into the chat. This guy's out for Goodwin.
Oh no.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
Mega Geeks, guys.
Jakar. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, Ian David Diaz doesn't do these late hours.
Willie Nelson.
What about Willie Nelson?
It is Willie Nelson.
I decided I didn't want to be the bad guy. I wanted to be somebody cool.
He is cool, yeah.
He is indeed.
Yeah, man. Willie's cool.
He is
Yeah.
super
That's right.
cool. Yes.
All right.
Was the first.
Pretty soon I'll be singing On the Road Again.
Oh, don't get me
Can't wait-
started, Mike.
Can't wait to get in my bed again. Get a
Hey.
little sleep before I work.
Yeah, he's like, hurry up with these ships and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, this is the well,
Yeah,
I get-
man. When are we gonna blow up stuff?
do you call it an invasion? It's not really an invasion. It's more like a but it's a great moment. The music, the shadow theme's going strong here. The music's full force. We see
Dirty pool, man.
And I'm just the facial acting from Jurasik here.
yes. And in fact, yeah, and look at that. Like you get the reflection of the of the window and everything. This looks like a poster, man.
And that, of course, is actually in the credit titles. There we go. Yay.
Don't we?
Yeah, like Colin said, basically moments where the facial acting delivers it all.
Yeah, plus the shadow music that we're going to hear later.
But it's YouTube, so I can only do a few seconds.
By the way,
See,
mister,
but it was-
people are in agreement. We should cover at least one of Willie Nelson's concerts with Johnny Cash.
Cover one of his concerts.
At least
with Johnny-
one. One of his outlaw
What do you mean
concerts.
by covering it?
I'd be up
Well,
for that because I was.
Oh,
I think that sounds
Highwaymen?
like a Rumble stream.
You're talking about the Highwaymen.
the Highwaymen concert, yes.
And Glenn,
Yeah,
Glenn
Chris
Campbell.
Christopherson.
Yeah.
What we could do is start on YouTube, but actually do the music on Rumble, because Rumble with commentary, we could probably get away with it, but not YouTube.
It's interesting. There's I was watching that the cinema. I think there's actually two quite good references, well, not references to that one. Bombs in Robert Heinlein. Obviously, the Starship Troopers, when I'd read the book or seen the film, when they chuck an asteroid at Buenos Aires. But in The Moon is a Harsh Mistress, which I always recommend people read. It's a fantastic book. There's one bit where they use what they use is very basically they use mass drivers of sort to launch mining plugs from the moon, because they're going into orbit around the Earth. And what they do is they change the direction of one of them to shoot it down at Earth. And everybody thinks it's a joke. And then when it actually hits, everybody accuses the moon is of using a nuke because of the energy release.
Mm.
So, but it is as someone, I think it was Phantom mentioned that much earlier on. Of course, basically, mass drivers is dropping or shooting rocks from space.
Right. Yeah, I basically got the impression that it's like Starship Troopers.
Well, Well, what they probably I suspect those would have been metallic iron or similar metallic, and they were actually driven by what the heck do they call them? But they're magnetic railguns.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I guess what it is the like asteroids, or in this case, launched asteroids help make the weapons more effective, I guess. I don't know.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, they're coming down. They're coming down at one gravity, and they're coming down from space. So they're coming down all that kinetic energy with them.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I mean,
one thing, and I don't know if this is it, but if you encase explosives in enough layers of rock, maybe the re-entry burn up, the rock would be kind of like melted away, and the explosives can survive the re-entry and then be more devastating because it's going to actually explode on the ground.
Yeah, all I can say to you, good folks, is what I mean. Meteor crater.
Yeah, we have that.
Dinosaurs. It wasn't the Ice Age. What wiped out the dinosaurs?
Yeah, we do have
Meteor impact in the
meteor
Atlantic
creator.
region. Yeah.
Well, anyway,
Yeah.
this is where the ISN report basically informs the whole station, but especially Sheridan, what's happening. And he's in his office with great lighting, that mood lighting, and we basically see he gets a visit pretty shortly because Jakar just receives the news that, they're getting bombed back into the Stone Age. And I have one last request for you. This might be the hardest thing you've ever had to do. Because Jakar is like saying, I'll get on the first ship to head home. And this guy's like, there's no point. There's nothing you can do here. We need you there. We're going to have to surrender real soon. And so we're going to need you off planet. You're at least survive there. And then, of course, he tells them the last thing he needs to do, which comes up here. And this is where Jakar comes into Sheridan's office. And I believe I do have this as a clip, too. Hopefully we'll get away with this. I don't think it's going to be too long. But, YouTube, now and then.
Captain Sheridan, I've been instructed by my government to come to you and ask for sanctuary.
I think
Later,
that fit in.
Yeah.
Later, Emperor Goodwin.
Thanks for joining us, Jay. Wow. And then Londo arrives, and of course, Garibaldi's there. Security chiefs at the port of entry right now because the whole station's basically locked down because everyone's going nuts. And then all he can say to Mollari is like, he listens to what Mollari has to say about, I'm going to call a meeting of the, what do you call that? The League of Non-Aligned Worlds and the Babylon 5 Security Council. And all Garibaldi can say is, fine.
No, Garibaldi has an expression of complete disgust.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, because it's one of those things where this is a diplomatic station, but an all-out war like this, and then this kind of end to a war is just like...
Yeah, it's pretty nasty.
Interestingly, I get the impression that even there, on some level,
Good night,
Garibaldi understands, in some way, understands what Londo's going through. Because it's not just disgust on his face there, there's a degree of disappointment there as well, I think.
Absolutely.
The number of times that he talks to me, that Garibaldi, he comes Londo comes and says, Gary Baldy, you're the only friend, and the rest of Gary Baldy. I think Gary Baldy and Gary Baldy and Londo have an interesting relationship.
Yeah,
a rapport. Yes, he does, and he does actually sort of sympathise and understand that Londo's caught up in something that he can't quite control.
Yeah, somehow he does that. The expression of both disgust and disappointment is present there. I mean, that's incredible acting. You would instruct me. It's like, give me an expression, make a face that expresses disappointment and disgust at the same time, and I wouldn't know where to start. This guy gets little credit for the great acting on this show.
Well, and also Jurasik here, because his thing is, all right, things are out of his control now, but he's, like it's later said in another episode, he's like on a wild stallion, and all he can do is hang on for dear life. And so you see that, Jurasik is showing that, all right, I'm saying exactly what's going to happen. I'm going to be firm. I'm going to be strong, but I'm not all here. I'm on like some sort of autopilot,
right?
But not like a minimal autopilot. It's almost like I'm possessed with what, I have to be at this moment.
Oh, we're losing one of our co-hosts.
Mike has to head out. We almost made it.
We almost made it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I got the same impression too, that he was putting up a hell of a front.
Yeah.
That this was not really what he wanted to do, but it is what he had to do. And Lawrence, I left 3 links in the chat for you and Liza of the Highwaymen.
Ooh.
Okay.
So you can check it out.
I think the way we'll do that is we'll do an intro, talk about it on YouTube, broadcasting the all, and then I'll stop the YouTube stream and do a Rumble stream where we can watch it and comment there, and then hopefully our YouTube audience will come to Rumble. So at least
we got time. Remember, folks, I will be out of town the next 2 weekends.
Okay.
So I will see y'all in a few weeks. Good night, Scott. Good night, chat. Good night, everybody.
Make sure you do keep up your Babylon 5 if you get the chance to, though, because the next
enjoy your vacation, Mike. You don't need to be watching things while you're
I won't be watching Babylon 5. No, I probably won't be watching much TV except what the wife has on. But
I say because they're good episodes. But
she watches TV. I play with my pictures on the computer.
Fair enough. Have a good vacation, mate. Come back.
All right.
Have fun, Mike.
See y'all.
Take care, Mike. Yeah. Well, here we go. This is where Jurasik's
the best bits of speech in the entire bloody episode.
Yeah, I mean, here he's delivering everything just as you would expect. He's being fiery. He's being, no messing around. He's announcing that, that this was started by the Narn. This conflict that was started when the Narn declared war is now at an end. They've offered unconditional surrender. And of course, everyone knows it's because they didn't have a choice. And then the terms imposed by this surrender are the following. And it's just like, that's where he announces any murder of a Centauri by a Narn will be responded with the he doesn't use the word murder there, execution of 500 Narn, including the perpetrator's own family. And basically, we're taking over the planet, and we're going to be, they're going to be a colony of the greater Mollari Republic, Centauri Republic.
Yeah.
All this stuff. And Earth, Earth requests to supervise these hearings, because they're going to disband the Kari and try them for war crimes. And Earth wants to observe these hearings, and that request is denied right there. And then he's imposing more things. This is item number 2. And, you could see Delenn there. It's like, uh-oh. Oh, no, this is where they attacked the murder. Oh, yeah, the murder of any Centauri will be responded by
The first one was the Kari will be disbanded and basically they'll all be executed. That's what it's all about. And then number 2 is the one that you mentioned. And this all of the other ambassadors are very uncomfortable because they know that they're next.
The Pakmara here is very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's very World War II mid-century Germans.
Yep. And then it's like a provisionary ruling council appointed by my government will be overseeing.
And we set up in the town of Vichy. Oops, sorry, wrong war.
Installing a more civilized Narn government as a colony of the Greater Centauri Republic. Yes. Is there anything else? Did I have any other numbers there? Because I do have a few more clips.
Number 3. Here
Number
it is.
3 is
yes.
here. Not 1, not 2, but 3.
3 shall be the
surrender by all members of the Kari is stipulated in the non-Centauri agreement.
Oh, I'm sure it is, but I didn't sign that agreement, Ambassador.
Oh no, it's this one. This is actually 3. That one's next.
Because the non-homeworld is now a protectorate of the Centauri Republic, we reserve the right to determine who can speak for Narn. As a result, Ambassador Jakar may no longer represent the Narn in any official capacity whatsoever. His appointment as ambassador to Babylon 5 is hereby withdrawn. And as the only member of the Kari still at large, Citizen Jakar will return to Narn for trial.
All right, that will probably have to be cut later. I think YouTube will say that's too long.
Interestingly,
that's why you got to be here live, folks.
Interestingly, Citizens Gold have no official representation. No representation, which I thought was very interesting phrasing. I mean, I suppose it's probably diplomatic speech, but
yeah. Well, he's also insinuating he's going to be going back to Narn for trial as a member of the Kari. But Sheridan's saying no, that's not possible because prior to this, basically, Jakar requested sanctuary, and it's within my power to give it. So I am giving him sanctuary. And he says, you're going to need someone here that the other Narn would see as credible. So, but Mollari's not going for that.
Surrender by all members of the Kari is stipulated in the non-Centauri agreement.
Oh, I'm sure it is, but I didn't sign that agreement, Ambassador.
I mean, it's hard playing clips here, folks. It's really hard. You got to see this sequence back to back, played straight through. It's just amazing.
Yeah, it's one of the more. It's a difficult scene to watch, but it is a masterpiece. Yeah.
Yep. And so, but Sheridan does what he can, and that's basically Mollari cannot, take Jakar. He cannot arrest him or anything like that. And, that's where he says, you'll need someone here. They'll be more credible. But yeah, Mollari's not going for that. He's just like saying that, hey, all right, either way, he no longer has a place in these council chambers. And that's basically what the long and the short of it is by the end of this conversation. But yeah, the face there says it all. And then I do have number 5. That's number 6. Oh, I missed 5. Great line here.
Nevertheless, at this moment, Jakar is no longer an official representative of Narn and must be removed from this council.
We will wait until...
No!
Well, I mean,
you really hate Londo in this scene.
I didn't know. The weird thing is, I still get the impression that I don't know if it's just the acting or what, but that all along the way through this, that Londo is acting. He is putting on a performance because he is acting as the representative of his government, and that part, that his heart isn't entirely in all of this. I get that impression. I mean, it might just be me, but he knows his job. He's representing his government, and that's what his job is. His job is to represent his government and carry out the policies of his government.
Well, it's something that insecure people do.
Yeah.
When they want to hide their insecurity, they inflate themselves, or they're very histrionic. Their behavior just becomes, it's all to hide, an insecurity.
Yeah, that's that as well.
And then we have this one I'm going to play, but I'm going to have to pause frequently.
Yeah.
So I had to rig it up differently. But this is probably like the peak then of all this great acting, all these great scenes throughout, and then it peaks here.
Yeah.
Oh. And the first pause is going to be after just some music, folks. Because I mean, it's one of the things that's really powerful about this is, the weight and the space they give it here. It's like, oh, what's going to happen? What's he going to say? And, it just builds the tension. And all we hear is the music, very thin string part, violins sustained. Still no speaking, folks. But, oh man, it's just like when you're watching this, you're just like, you're still just waiting to see what is going to happen. What can he say? What is he going to do? And then, of course, Jurasik's just, standing there looking insistent and everything. And I mean, he, I don't know what to say.
No dictator, no invader can hold an imprisoned population by force of arms forever.
So I got to pause there, because if we play too long of a segment, that takes the whole thing. And we'd probably be paused by YouTube. So
I think here Londo would have preferred a fight with Jakar. A loud verbal back and forth. I think he would have preferred that than what Jakar did.
In the direction, I think it was great cutting to Londo to see his face at this moment.
Yeah.
There is no greater power in the universe than the need for freedom. Against that power, governments and tyrants and armies cannot stand.
There we go. And great words. I mean, the writing of this speech.
We taught it to the Centauri once. We will teach it to them again.
Yeah.
The Centauri learned this lesson once.
Almost.
We will teach it to them again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you see that at least he's trying. Like, Jurasik is showing, like, he knows he doesn't have a line here, but he at least does the struggle of wanting to say something, but he can't. And so basically it's like, that's when it's great acting, is just showing that it's like, at this point, this character would really want to say something, but he can't. And so he kind of like just shows that here at this moment.
Though it take 1,000 years, we will be free.
Yeah. And then they end the scene with him slowly walking out of the room.
I kind of almost expected all the ambassadors to stand up as he went out. They don't.
They would give him a standing ovation, but they're afraid of the Centauri now.
Yeah.
I mean, they should have given them a standing ovation because the Centauri already have them all in their sights. You know that they
all just stood there. Stood there. You know, I don't know why, but there's something about that scene that puts me in mind of all things, The Sound of Music.
Oh.
Specifically, the scene towards the end at the theatre. I mean, I presume you know The Sound of Music. I presume you've seen The Sound of Music, where they start singing Edelweiss. And I literally just had a shiver down my back to do that, because it starts off, and I think what it is the defiance and the fact when you see the Nazis in that thing, when the entire audience starts singing Edelweiss, when the Nazis' face when that masses going up, I think it's that's why this scene puts me in mind of that. I can't think of any other reason, but it's because it's the defiance, and then Mollari's face when he sees this, the defiance coming up against both guys' faces.
But it's a defiance with some righteousness to it, like the words being spoken.
Oh yeah,
and basically still standing up, about to leave. So it is somewhat a compliant defiance, but saying all the right words that you can't argue with, unless, you can't. I guess right now at that point, Mollari's like, all right, I've said what I needed to say. Now, hopefully this guy will just leave, That's mostly probably what he's thinking, because he doesn't have the power to arrest him or anything.
Jacob says, Liza, the Centauri think ducks are cats. Yes.
Oh, we do have. I think I'm going to have to bring Londo in.
Are we going to bring duck in? Yes. Yes, Vera, yes.
I hadn't noticed till the end that none of the aides were in this.
Yeah.
Now, Liza, do you have the ability to put the slides forward? Maybe you could show the slides for this scene.
Let me see.
Do you have? Yeah, there you go.
Okay,
yeah, you do that. I'm going to get Londo.
Yes, Londo, our duck. Yes.
Londo, your icon.
Londo, my icon. Yes.
Which looks to me very much like the thing that Londo nearly got killed with when he meets his wives.
Oh, did he?
Like the statue. Yeah, you remember the statue?
Oh, I wonder if I can make my avatar bigger so people that. Let me see. Can I make my avatar bigger? What's going on
you
here?
You probably could do, except you just made Lawrence's picture.
Oh no.
I think you just
there we
click
go.
on it
so,
and there, yeah.
Can I click on mine or it won't remove it?
I can't remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Yep, that's it.
That you are about to meet our Londo, who looks like this. Let me put Lawrence back on.
You done, Londo?
He's gonna
Okay,
fight.
Londo's inside.
Or not, as the case may be.
No, Londo. He got away from him. Londo 1, Lawrence 0. Ah, there's Londo. There he is. Hello, Londo.
Safe holding me.
You're a baby. Yes, you are. Oh, yes. Yes, beauty, yes.
That.
Oh,
You know, I'm so no, that was just so appropriate. That
I gotta get my headphones on.
Londo.
All right. I think I'm gonna have to let him go to the floor.
yes.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, wait, let me see. How do I get us back?
But let me
on
close
again?
the front door. I had to leave it open. I'll tell you.
Yeah. What happened? Oh, no. Wait, he's going to end up in my office and tear down my green screen. Oh, no. Oh, no.
I've got the green screen up this time, have you?
Yeah, I had to set up a green screen because I needed a way to make my videos look good again. I had to make my videos great again. It's because my office, I have so many projects going on. It's in disarray. I got parts for this thing here, and things are kind of, they don't look good anymore. So green screen is up, but Londo, if he comes into my office, he's going to try to climb it. And so I'm going to have a problem here if he Lawrence, is Londo in your office?
No, he's out in the main part of the house, but
no.
I left it open. I left the door open so he can
I'm
get
going to
in.
close my door because if I don't... Oh, he's too late. No, oh, no, that's Brufina. Hold on.
Well, anyway, folks, I went out there to the porch, and when I opened the door, I turned to the left where we have the litter box, and Londo was sitting in it. So he was there taking a steamer, shall we say. And I was like, Londo, hurry up. We got to do this, man. And he's just like, hang on, I'm not done yet. So let me see. Do we have our slides back?
Well, you know, our cat Londo Jacob can nibble people to death. Lawrence can attest to that.
Now, Jacob is a creator on YouTube, and I have streamed with Jacob before on the Eclectic Goat.
Oh.
So, Jacob, I'm going to add you as a moderator. I know you are doing some Babylon 5 streams right now. So you're welcome to pop a link in the chat with mod powers. You can do that. So let folks know when your next stream is and what nights you do it. I don't quite remember because I don't always look at the feed on X.
It's too much to keep up with. Oh my gosh. Eraserhead dropped in a link.
Oh, okay. Yes, Eraserhead's a mod too. That's right.
Yes.
Well, now Jacob is, so.
Yes. They're swappers. I knew he would come once he saw Londo.
Swappers comes for cats.
Yes.
Well, anyway, let's finish this off here because then we have one more thing to do. We have a little video clip to play that Colin provided concerning the back in the day when there was a potential Babylon 5 movie being talked about.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
Well, with what happened
we'll
with
wait
Crusade.
for the clip. Let's see.
Anyway,
yeah,
we'll see. But in any case, here we'll close this off because the denouement included some great acting too, as basically we see the ISN report, like what we're seeing actually is from the ISN report, and then we just see Mollari reacting to it. And then once again, you're getting this impression that there's an inner conflict going on. In related news, the Centauri Republic today announced plans to annex several smaller worlds adjacent to Narn space.
And his smile goes away.
the aggression continues, and he's like, and he realizes that what he started, in a way, has gone way beyond his control.
Well, more than that, it's likely to destroy his world.
Yeah.
As well.
Well, and that
So,
comes more apparent later, where he really is wondering, is there anybody we're not at war with?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
the camera slow zoom in.
Yeah, he should have taken care of Lord Reefer a long time ago.
Well,
Spoilers,
then
folks.
then we'll
Spoilers.
see what happens with Earth next week.
Yes.
But then here's Sheridan, says like how he'll basically can't imagine going into the council chambers without Jakar being there. And for whatever it's worth, he said he pledges his assistance to help Jakar get his world back in whatever way he can. And then Jakar remarks about the last time he shook someone's hand. We were
They
at
at
war.
war 24 hours later.
But he does.
Also, the difference I noticed there is that indeed is that it's not Jakar offering his hand this time it's Sheridan offering Jakar his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a shake, but as he said, last me up because he offered it to Mollari. Of course, interestingly, but it hadn't even occurred to me until I just said that. Closed loop.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not necessarily closed loop, but the last time he shook someone's hand was the start of the war. Shaking someone's hand out, the war's over. So that's sort of a callback, stroke reverse, stroke.
Yeah. But
Hey, Stitch.
and he holds up his hand as Sheridan leaves. Hey, Stitch, great to see you.
Yeah, we have Stitch.
We're at the end of the
Jason loved Doctor
episode.
Who.
We are at the end of the episode, but we still have some bonus material coming up because we're going to talk about the Babylon 5 film that could have happened but didn't.
By the way, is Londo in your office yet? Is he hanging around there? No. Okay.
He must be wandering around the house.
Okay.
But Grufina is in too, so.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for coming by, Stitch. As we approach the height of hurricane season,
Glad it was a nice Stitch.
Definitely hoping we don't lose any trees this year.
On the grounds that, to be fair, this video we hopefully will be up for rewatching. I think that's you made the correct choice.
Rewatching what?
Dinner with your no, Stitcher said he's just returned from having a nice dinner with his missus. Sorry, I missed the fun. So I said, well, having dinner with your good lady.
Oh, what did you guys have?
Was it Yorkshire pudding?
Oh, wow.
Swedish meatballs and spotted dick.
Ay, ay, ay. Is that what you're having for dinner today, Colin?
Well, Colin,
No,
that's breakfast.
I had sausage and beans and mash.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah, good stuff. And then what breakfast? That is a good question. This comes up from one of the great British comedies. What was it? A Fine Romance with Dame Judi Dench
and her husband, I believe.
Yeah, her husband. Yeah, and that's something they kept mentioning in the early episodes. Something called Bubble and Squeak.
Oh, that was like on Are You Being Served as well. They talked about it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Bubble and Squeak is. I don't like Bubble and Squeak because there's a lot of cabbage and things that I don't like. But basically, it's all right. It's sort of what's the way to describe it? basically it's sort of
Ooh,
cold
snake.
leftovers from a roast dinner or something, which you then heat up again. Basically, it's the basic way to put it.
I wonder where the name comes from, though, because if it has no connection to the food.
Well, it's probably preparing it. Something bubbles when you're
Yeah,
heating it
well,
up, and
yeah,
something
no,
else squeaks.
Your teeth squeak when you're chewing it. Yeah, I
Ooh.
don't know. It's a good question.
Stitch,
Yeah.
that sounds like a fantastic dinner. Ooh. I am jealous. I am jealous.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
Oh, I forgot this scene. That's right. Sheridan gets a call because, looks like a surprise birthday party. But no, it isn't. It's a bunch of seriously minded people gathering there. So now that we know that Narn fell and that this war is just going to continue, as the Centauri are going to be like a great hand reaching out across the galaxy. That's when Delenn
Yeah.
fully pulls Sheridan in to the club. It's called the
Yeah.
Ranger Club, and now you get to be one of its co-leaders. So now John Sheridan is going to be a co-leader with Delenn of the Rangers, and Garibaldi. Yeah, I knew about this, but I couldn't tell you because of an old friend, also known as a password. So anyway, and then Sheridan is good. He's quick on the spot, and he's able to offer a speech there, basically giving the whole group a little bit of hope in these dark times. And Delenn sets it up. This place, this Babylon 5, must stand. This is where we're going to make our stand in the light against the darkness, and it must be protected at all costs. So I'm going to put these up here. This place is this place. What? Wait a minute. No, that place is this place. There we go. It must be protected at all costs. Until now, the Rangers assigned to this area have been under my direct, leadership, but now I share that with you. So, guess what? You're co-leader of an organization now. And he's like, all right.
Well, Draal said your coalition was going to get bigger soon, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Draal knew.
Draal, he knows all.
They must have some tarot cards down there in the Great Machine.
Yep.
Yeah.
Some very high-tech tarot
He was
cards.
wondering if things were ever going to turn around, but now he gets the feeling they are. I think it just did. Because now at least, you have a group that's going to try and do something about it. And there's that mysterious guy, Kosh, standing
right behind him.
there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tell me about these Rangers. The eye of the Ranger is upon.
Oh, don't get me started on that song.
Everything you do, he's
He's
gonna
gonna see. When you're in
yeah.
Texas, look behind you. Because that's where the Ranger's gonna be.
Yep. Karaoke night is coming.
Oh, yes.
Oh, dear.
Now tell them from this place, we will deliver notice to the parliaments of conquerors that a line has been drawn against the darkness. He came prepared. He could whip out a speech easily. And we will hold that line, no matter the cost.
Is the Inquisitor episode next?
Yep.
Okay.
Is it
yeah.
it's the next one, and then after that is the farewell episode for Warren Keffer.
Are we going to get to see Londo before the end of the stream?
We just saw him. I mean, it's up to him.
It's up to him.
Wow.
It's up to him. Ah, there he
Come in,
is.
buddy.
There he is.
Well, he could have pushed his way in. The door was ajar.
Well, he's polite.
Londo, are you being polite? Come
Yeah. He's polite. He scratched the door to let you know who's there.
It was ajar. He could have pushed in. He's too low for you to see him. Come on, you got to.
Maybe he doesn't like
We need to
jars.
get you a cat tree so you can just lay here and be on camera. Yes,
Aww. Here.
we need to get him a cat tree. All right, so Colin, did you want to set up this next thing? You sent me an email with a link, and I checked it out today.
Yeah, I only came across. I'm not sure how old that is. I only came across it earlier on today. Basically, it's a we've got the link. Might as well put the link in chat to watch the whole thing. But there were plans to make in the early 2000, there were plans to actually make a Babylon 5 movie, which of course unfortunately didn't happen because studios got involved and so on. But it was, from the story, it sounds as if it was kind of, it was going to be, it wasn't going to be about the main Babylon 5 character. The Babylon character was going to be in it, but it was going to be about someone else. And it sounds as if it could also have been, it could have been another lead-in. It could almost have replaced, what's it called? The pilot for Crusade. Yeah. Because it sounds as if the idea was that it would lead into, because Crusade was also supposed to be about shadow check.
Yeah.
Well,
The remaining
It's a
shadow
drug
technology. Yeah. Man, I hate thinking about Crusade. I mean, there were 2 or 3 good episodes, but they never followed through with anything. I don't even know what that Vorlon box was for. Did they ever reveal what that
apparently it was going to be, and something I saw did suggest apparently at some point that Gideon was either going to be kept, was going to die, his soul was going to be taken into the box or something like that. There were a number of things in there that really weren't.
They never really explained, Colin, where the captain got that box, though.
No, I mean the thing is, don't forget, it was cut off about halfway through the first season. But I must admit, I really liked the X-Files rip-off episode.
Oh,
I liked that episode. I thought very, very well done. But I understand that the other people don't. And that's okay.
okay.
I
The dreadlock guy. Ooh.
Well, yeah, I mean, I didn't get. I didn't get it at first until I realised that the female's tentacles were red, and I thought, okay, now I get it.
Okay. Well, any case, I'm going to try to play this. It's spinning. It's giving me the spinny wheel here,
no.
but I know it's not until about 1:30. I mean, because the guy talks about.
It was hired to.
Okay, there we go. Looks like it'll work. Okay, Londo. All right, I'm gonna play.
Oh, Londo's still there?
Yeah, he's on my lap.
Oh, gotta angle down your camera.
As 2003 rolled over into 2004, the production company moved into securing financial backing for the movie. Warner Brothers became involved, and the film moved on to the next phase. The Babylon 5 cast was contacted, and deals were discussed. Straczynski turned in his second draft of the movie by September. Stages were reserved at London's Elstree Studios, where George Lucas had shot most of the original Star Wars trilogy back in the 70s and 80s. The movie even got a director locked in, Stephen Beck, best known for 13 Ghosts and Ghost Ship. Beck was a director who had a background in special effects, and thus would be a good fit for the effects-heavy film. So what would have been the plot of this movie? The Memory of Shadows would have focused on a new character named Diane Baker. She would have been a decorated Earth Force intelligence agent. These plainclothes investigators were seen a few times in the series. While no actress was cast for the role of Diane, it makes sense that it would be someone with a more established name to help him bring more than just fans of the show. Because they need to show off someone, I'm using Gillian Anderson, who played Agent Scully in The X-Files, which is a similar role. The story starts out with Diane on a video call with her brother, captain of the Earth Force cruiser Hermes. She has to watch helplessly as the ship is attacked, killing her brother and the rest of the crew.
Okay, I'm going to pause there so we could do a little bit of commentary. I will drop the link to the video in the chat in a moment as soon as we finish, so you can watch the whole video. It is, I don't like the screen snipe. Londo, everything.
There
So
he
people
is.
do visit the channel of this creator. Who is it? Capit Rollow. Capit Rollow. There we go.
Londo can nibble people to death. I've seen it.
When Earth Force declares the ship
Yes,
lost,
like a duck.
engine accident,
Like a
she
duck.
suspects a cover-up. Agent Baker travels to the Mars colony on her quest to find out the truth about the attack. There, she meets a contact who informs her that someone on Babylon 5 has information that could lead her to the truth about what happened. In
Well-
addition, she has a brief encounter with a mysterious cloaked
Cat's
man.
famous.
What was it? No, I thought you were commenting on this. I mean, well, so far the idea, I mean, all we have is like a story idea, and it starts with this, is it Diana or whatever? He's imagining as like Gillian Anderson. Of course, there was never any casting discussed, but
Yeah.
he's imagining that, but she basically, her husband dies on a ship, kind of like, I've heard that before.
Brother, I think it was.
But this would have been, oh, okay. Well, this is real time.
It was a relative. Yeah, it's correct, yeah.
Yeah.
When Diane arrives at Babylon 5, she meets the station's commander, Captain Lockley. Lockley and Diane's brother had been in a relationship and were even thinking of getting married.
Oh, yeah. It is brother. Oh, but the brother would have been a potential suitor for Lockley. What happened to Gideon?
Well, I'm beginning to wonder because of these. I'm beginning to wonder if this was supposed to be instead of Crusade.
No, but this would have been after. I mean,
Yes, what I
the
was-
dates he was talking about at the
Yeah.
beginning of this clip was in the early 2000s.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to work out. I must admit.
So it would have included, and the Excalibur is supposed to be a ship coming up in it later.
Yeah.
So it would have been something that would have taken place with that, the whole thing having happened,
Yeah, I mean,
Crusade having happened, even though it doesn't get finished. I'm sorry, folks. It's hard. But you know how snowshoes are. They like to go for your face.
Yeah.
Yes. And he's like, to bite my face, too.
Yeah. He nibbles people to death. Yeah.
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 He's chewing on my beard.
Yeah.
Damn,
he
Londo,
does
I'm
that.
not dead. He's not dead, Londo.
Promises to assist in the investigation, even if it means jeopardizing her own career. At the same time, President Sheridan, Delenn, Emperor Londo, and Jakar have arrived on the station. Fan-favorite characters had been called to mediate a dispute between four warring races. Once again, Diane encounters the cloaked man from Mars. He is revealed to be Galen, a technomage, and one of the few left of his kind in this sector of space. Galen is tasked with tracking down all leftover advanced alien technology from the devastating Shadow War, an intergalactic conflict that had ended a few years earlier. Realizing that their two missions are the same, Galen and Diane team up and they expose that an alien race called the Desaud have been illegally selling leftover shadow technology to various alien races.
Yeah, it looks like at this point they were like, let's drop the Drock.
Yeah,
We'll do a new one. But we're going to keep Galen in.
Yeah, but it's weird. I mean, that's what I said. I mean, a lot of this sounds to me like it was what I've also heard what Crusade was supposed to be.
Mhm.
Once they found the cure for the Drac Plague, because the cure for the Drac Plague was supposed to be found quite quickly.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I don't think anybody would have been that excited or interested to see this produced.
Well,
there were
Crusade
other.
kind of made it hard because it didn't go
Yeah.
well.
It made
and it's
it
not just that it didn't
impossible,
go
yeah.
well. It's just it didn't look like they. Well, I know that studio interference was a problem, but
Yeah.
either way, the result you would think. It wasn't a great result. In other words, and we analyzed it enough with Eclectic Goat that it was like there's no way that could have been really fixed. And it started with a premise that was tough. It's like, okay, we need to find some cure that might exist. We don't know if it does, but it's somewhere out there. And then let's just hang around known space a little while. And
They just ran with a
do side
storyline
quests.
that
Yeah.
nobody was interested in, and not even the crew of the Excalibur was interested in finding the cure. Nobody was interested in this plot.
It
And
wasn't a plot, it was an excuse.
It was a bad excuse, though.
Mm.
It was a bad
I mean,
excuse.
If they'd followed the plot, the main reason, it would have been a hell of a problem. Was they didn't use it as a plot, they used it, as you say, as a bad excuse.
But there could have been better excuses for another Babylon 5 series. Like, how about the telepath war that they've been talking about forever?
Yeah.
Or
They just
the
treated that
rebuilding
as
of
something
Narn.
that happened in between, like before Crusade, and didn't do it. I mean, the thing is, that would have been a more interesting thing to do.
Lawrence, you got a tip from Stitch.
Oh, thank you very much, Stitch.
You got a Ko-Fi.
Oh, so we can check
Yes.
that out. Let me play this, and I'll look at Ko-Fi.
Hermes,
All right.
Diane's brother's ship, had run into one of these illicit dealings and was destroyed to protect the Dessau's secret. The duo also discovered that Earth Force had covered up the destruction of the Hermes to conceal the fact that they too were one of the Dessau's customers. To prevent anyone else from getting their hands on the highly advanced technology, Galen and Diane traveled to its source in order to destroy it. Meanwhile, the Dessau launched an assault on the station, letting loose killer drones whose sole purpose is to eradicate everyone on Babylon 5. In a race against the clock, characters such as Sheridan, Delenn, and Lockley have to defend themselves from the killer robots, while Diane and Galen try and destroy the drone's power source before it is too late. Naturally, our heroes succeed in their task, and peace is restored to Babylon 5. The movie ends with President Sheridan offering Diane a job hunting down other leftover shadow technology. To help her with the task, she offers her a ship to use, the Excalibur, which is the ship from the Crusade series. So what happened to this movie? Before I tell you, if you have enjoyed this video so far, then please give the like. That would tell the YouTube algorithm to show this video to more people, and that really helps my channel out. Thank you.
Okay, well, folks, if you visit there, give them a like.
A lot of that sounds like what apparently Crusade was actually supposed to turn into.
Yeah.
Crusade was supposed to turn into the Excalibur being on the run. After they cured Drac Plague at the end of season 1, they were supposed to discover that Earth was using shadow technology, and they were supposed to be on the run from Earth. So again, I suppose you could do that. I mean, 'cause it would be difficult to do that. Yeah, okay. So if Excalibur's on the run from Earth, then obviously they'd have to solve that bit of Earth using shadow technology to end Crusade, or to end that bit of Crusade, and then hold on a second. But suddenly they're using shadow technology again. So that's what I said. It looks.
It looks like they wanted another shot at it.
It sounds more as if it's a setup for Crusade.
Yeah, well, but I remember at the beginning of this was in the early 2000s, like 2003, I remember being mentioned. So this would have been after Crusade. It's almost like, well, let's try again with at least the framework of this premise. We're going to make it leftover shadow technology. And it's like,
if they sort of, I mean, the only way to do it would be that they'd have to sort of make some sort of reference to what happened to Crusade,
I think I'll leave this for our audience to check out on your own, so that you give the creator a play, so you could see his opinions on it. I looked at Ko-Fi, and I didn't see a message there, Stitch. So if you wanted to include a message, just do so in a regular chat, and we'll read it off. Liza will see
Absolutely.
it. But
Yes,
if there
I
was
will.
no intended message, then it was just like, that's it. Nice and
I
clean.
think again that's yeah. I mean, I think that sounds like it would have been a bet. It would have been perhaps the way if they'd gone through with it. It sounds as if it has potential to be a good series because they're not doing chasing down a plague. They're actually chasing down shadow tech. So it becomes almost an investigative and espionage series.
Right. Which could, I mean, I commented on the video, and all I said was, Babylon 5 was a special kind of magic, and it's hard to just tell from a story idea if this would work out. I'd have to, obviously see it. But I didn't say anything more than that. I didn't even want to comment on Crusade, but the thing is, Crusade, now, yeah, do we need more cop shows on television? No. At that time, it would have been great to have another sci-fi series, and I would have been fine if it didn't get canceled and just kept going. But
I would have quite liked
just for that reason. It wasn't a great story idea or series in general. They didn't try. I don't think they put enough effort into it.
I would have, and it was spoken about by the Sheridan, as was this. But I mean, I would actually quite like to have seen, but like if there was actually a novelization of the script, because it sounds sufficiently interesting that I would like to know, because if they'd actually just, if there was a novel, the script had actually, even if you hadn't film didn't get made, if Krasinski or someone had turned it into a novelization of that script, because I think it could be an interesting story.
No, it could be, and I think that's probably the best way they could have done things is as books first, and then if there's sufficient interest, then make something like a film. Like during the time that they were able to do the made-for-TV specials, the films, then it could either be that, or if it's something that had even more interest, it could have been feature films in the cinema or something. But it's one of those things where I think you got to get the story down first and make sure that's good before you even try to.
Most definitely. He had to continue with the method he used to write Babylon 5. Everything is pre-planned, and if you don't get your story approved, then you don't produce it.
Yeah, don't try to adapt it like for the WB adapting it for being right before wrestling, so we need more fights in it, and it's like, what?
You plan ahead. You put in what Krasinski did as well. You put in plenty of trapdoors if you need it to change things.
Exactly.
I mean, you're right. Babylon 5 was a probably once in a lifetime.
Yeah.
No, but it's something that it doesn't have to be Babylon 5 again, but something else where it's, a good story and you get some good actors that, make it work. And I mean, also having a good composer doing the music, make the sets interesting and intriguing.
Yeah.
So it's beautiful to look at as well. That's what you need, a bunch of those things. And even if it's, I don't know. I mean, it'll be special in its own regard. But here's another thing. Never close off the thought or the concept of using a guy like this.
I'm in no need of a doctor, so take your leeches elsewhere.
Because, it was floated to use this, to use Michael York in Crusade. But the thing is, the idea didn't work with some execs who felt, well, we don't want a starship being captained by a British guy again. It's like, oh my God. So when you're thinking like that, it's just like
you don't want a starship captained by a British guy. well, probably
Jean-Luc Picard was French.
Jean-Luc was French, but okay, but he came across as English. He came across as English and played
He
by English.
did. Yeah, he absolutely did.
But okay, fine. But sorry, you don't want another English captain.
Yeah.
Have you seen how popular Star Trek Next Generation was?
Yeah.
Do you think executives of Star Trek Next Generation suffered from having an English character actor?
Well, that's the same type of thinking that they do. Well, maybe not exactly the same, but very similar when they're just thinking demographics or something. And I don't know exactly what they were thinking in that case, but it's like saying, okay, we need to have a captain who is a dark-haired woman with a slightly olive complexion. It's like, what do you... don't you think about the character first and then the casting next? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Phantom Outsider.
Yeah. Yeah, he was French in name. He was French in literally in name only.
In name only, yes. A Frenchman would not be drinking Earl Grey. He would be having an espresso.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the Three Musketeers were not French. Oh yes, they were French. They were French. And yeah, Three Musketeers and not Robin Hood. Yeah. Which was featured in the holodeck. But wasn't there a holodeck episode where they did play the Three Musketeers? I think they did. Phantom Outsider. Yeah. It was Data, Geordi, and Worf, I think, played the Three Musketeers in the holodeck at some point, I think.
What was it? We were recently, because we were I was doing a Jill episode of the Twilight Zone that starred name is it's Hagen, Godfather. Robert
Duvall.
Robert Duvall. And one of those episodes. And so we watched, Secondhand Lions. We watched that the night before just because we wanted to see that again.
Did he love the smell of napalm in the morning?
Well, we just watched that again, and the thing is, afterwards, we watched it on Amazon, and then afterwards, it automatically went to something else that it thought was related, and it went to some newer Three Musketeers thing, and we turned it off after about 5 minutes because it was like starting with some sort of cross between superhero James Bond Three Musketeers in like cyberpunk Egypt. Well, I don't know what was going on, but it was like
it was horrible. Yeah, it had all the special effects you could ever want.
Mm-hmm. But no real good idea. It was just like, what are we doing?
The story was weird.
But in the decent Three Musketeers, Michael York got to bonk Raquel Welch.
Take your leeches elsewhere.
And then she got killed in the second movie.
Oh.
And this for 1970s double movie.
Well,
no, Michael York was in the. It was Michael York, Oliver Reed, Richard Chamberlain.
Oh.
In the the Three Musketeers and then the Four Musketeers. Same. Yeah. No, but
but was Raquel Welch the fourth Musketeer?
No. The reason they do it is if you actually follow the Three Musketeers are Aramis, Porthos, and Athos.
Yes.
They're the Three Musketeers. D'Artagnan joins them, becomes a Musketeer at the end of the movie. Right. So the Four Musketeers in the sequel are Aramis, Porthos, Athos, and D'Artagnan. So that is what it's the Four Musketeers. But Raquel Welch was the love interest. Spike Milligan. She was married to Spike bloody Milligan, for God's sake.
Oh my God.
It's a excellent movie. But you've got who was it? Was I can't think who was Milady de Winter in that one, because it was remade a few years later, and Rebecca de Cobb Mornay was Milady. There's a famous.
Agreed, Jason. Doctor Who. Jason loved Doctor Who. I agree with that.
And what is that you're agreeing with?
I'll stick with the books and the 90s Musketeers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember seeing the Three Musketeers in the 90s, that film. And then, of course, The Man in the Iron Mask that was
Jenny
a bit
Agutter.
of a tangent to it. That was pretty good.
Richard Chamberlain again. Man in the Iron Mask.
I was talking about, I guess I saw the remake.
Oh no, I was going to say, yeah, I'm saying that because I'm trying to think, because there was the 90s Musketeers, the one with Chris O'Donnell and Rebecca de Mornay.
Well, you could IMDb it, I guess. I don't remember the 90s Musketeers I saw when I had a sinus infection and I was sick.
Was it a film or was it a TV series? So,
well, I saw a film. There
yeah. No, it was this one I'm thinking was a film, but there were films in the 1970s, as I said, with Michael York was D'Artagnan, Christopher Lee was
here? I'm looking. Okay, hold on.
Raquel Welch.
1993. This will be it. The Three Musketeers in 1993 is the one that I saw. Looks like there's been a few in the 2000s.
Yeah. I think
this one had Charlie Sheen, Kiefer Sutherland.
Yeah, that's
and I'm gonna have to see this again. It's star-packed. Chris O'Donnell, Oliver Platt.
Oh, that's what. Yes, yeah, Tim. Yeah, what? Yeah,
Tim Curry. Yes, indeed.
So, if you watch the 70s ones, you can get them as well.
Rebecca de Mornay.
3 and 4 Musketeers with Raquel Welch as Constance. I can't remember who it was that played Lady de Winter.
All right. Well, I'll try to look it up here. I have to go to the other one, I guess. Another
1973 or something, mid-70s, I think they were. It's even the 3 under, because it was the same cast in the 3 and the 4 Musketeers. Was
1973. This is what you're talking about? The Three Musketeers.
Sounds about right.
Looks like every decade we have to have a Three Musketeers again.
Yeah.
Now, this is Oliver Reed.
Yeah, that's the one.
Raquel Welch playing Constance de Bonneau. Is that how you pronounce it?
Something like that, yeah.
Bonneaux. Then we have Aramis. Here is portrayed by Richard Chamberlain.
Yep.
Michael York plays
D'Artagnan.
D'Artagnan. Yeah, I'm trying to do it French, and it's
D'Artagnan.
D'Artagnan. Yes. And then Frank Finley as Porthos.
Yes.
Christopher Lee. Wow, I got to see this one.
Yeah.
Rochefort.
It was Rochefort. Was it not Richelieu? Okay.
Well, that's what it's listed as here.
Well, maybe it was second night. I thought it was Richelieu, but maybe it wasn't.
And then what were you asking about? Geraldine Chaplin?
Sheridan Chaplin, I think, played the
Queen Anna.
Yeah, who plays Milady de Winter?
The Lady of Winter. I don't know. I'm just going in order here. Jean-Pierre Cassel. It was King Louis. And it's the 13th, folks, in case you're playing the home game. What's Spike Milligan?
Yeah.
Bordeaux.
Yeah, Spike Milligan was
M. Bordeaux. M. Bordeaux. Is that like M from James Bond?
Possibly. I don't know. I think it's probably just Monsieur, because it may be that I never give him a name, because he's
and
just there.
Rox Kinnear.
Roy Kinnear. Roy Kinnear. I was trying to think it was.
Yeah, playing Planchette.
Yeah.
Rox. Roy. Sorry, folks. I'm not good at vision.
I think he was actually killed.
George Wilson as Treville, and Simon Ward, Duke of
Yep.
Buckingham. Oh, that's nice. Buckingham has a duke. Faye Dunaway
Thank you.
as
Faye
Milady.
Dunaway. I could not think. I knew it was a big American actress, and I could not think who it was. Yeah, Faye Dunaway was Milady de Winter. Yeah, and again, it was the same cast in the Four Musketeers a few years later, or mostly the same cast.
Charlton
Obviously.
Heston,
Charlton
Cardinal
Heston.
Richelieu.
Yeah.
Man, this is star-studded.
Yeah. Well, you do that one. If you're into those, then the next one you want to. The other one I would be.
No, I guess it's something I should get back into. I mean, that's something we can do because now that our Robin Hood stuff. Oh, we still got to do Robin and Marion.
But I mean, I would suggest if you like those sorts of movies, I would suggest you also do The Prince and the Pauper, which I believe is called Crossed Swords in America, which again, Raquel Welch. It's Oliver Reed, Mark Lester, and it's a fictional, so supposedly about the conceit of basically. I think it's a Mark Twain story, Prince and the Pauper. But
yeah,
it's
Cross Swords, 1977. Oliver Reed as Miles Sheridan.
The reason it's called The Prince and the Pauper is that the idea is that you've got twins. One is that, but basically Mark Lester plays two roles. One of them is the only son of Henry VIII,
Edward,
and the other is his twin,
Ernest Borgnine.
Yeah, but basically it's basically a little bit like Prisoner of Zenda, in that you find that the prince basically the Prince and the Pauper swap places. But again, it's
George C. Scott is in it.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean there were a lot of those in the 70s. There were a lot of that sort of swashbuckling. Yeah.
All right. Well, there we go, folks. Here's some ideas of stuff. I'm sure I haven't been seeing the chat. I'm pretty sure a lot of them have seen a lot of these great things. But we have to catch up, and then we'll do an earworms on it.
And then, of course, I think, if I remember what, I've barely remember seeing it, but probably the best version of course is Dogtanian.
Okay.
It's a cartoon from the. What was it?
Oh, I was wondering if you really said dog.
Yeah, I did. Because it was a cartoon dog with the Three Musketeers, I think.
Oh, man. Liza, I think you've been quiet. Is that because you're getting invaded by cats?
Sort of, but there's also something going on outside my window. I don't know if it's very large insects or possums again. So.
Oh, is that what the tapping sound is?
Yeah, that's that. I'm trying to figure it out.
If you can't tell if they're insects or possums, that's worryingly big. That's worryingly big.
Is loud
flying possum.
No, some of the moths here, like when
are
they
huge.
jump up against the light and they hit the siding on the house, sometimes it does sound pretty loud. It's like.
But also, I have had a possum tap on the window like a human, and I go out with some protection to shoo away whomever's, harassing. It's a possum tapping on the window. Knock, knock, knock. Thought it was a human knocking. I was scared stiff. It's like, who's out here on our porch? It was a possum. They're used to me leaving cat food out there. So yeah, I guess there was no food one day. And they was like, hey, where's the food? Where is it?
Well, I think we're probably ready to call it a night, folks. Thank you all who have stayed this long for us. We've been pretty long-winded.
Yeah.
But I thought that was cool what Colin found for us there with that video.
I said I'm not sure that on tonight. Once I see this,
Gavin is late.
Gavin.
Gavin.
Or early. Maybe he actually slept and now it's time to get up.
Ooh.
Are we going to do an entire episode on Comes the Inquisitor? Because I always think that's one that's.
I think so. I mean,
Yeah,
I think at this point we only have 2 left in the season, right?
Yeah.
Or yeah.
And I can never remember how much there is in it, and worse, and I think if necessary, if we don't cover, if there's not a massive amount, we can always sort of go on to start the last episode, I suppose.
Yeah, I think what I'm going to do in that one is not have as much of the dialogue except for the Inquisitors scenes themselves.
Yeah.
There's some
But
really good bits.
yeah, I think it's worth doing. It was a masterful performance, and we might as well do it all in 1 week. Hey, if it goes quick, then we'll talk about cats and British culinary things.
Because the season finale is a big episode. So I think if we do, I'm just thinking if we do get through Come to Inquisitor reasonably quickly, we can start on the finale, and then
we'll play it by ear. I think our chat loves our tangents. People wouldn't. I think anybody that really wanted us to stick to the point all the way through has left watching these streams. I think
Gavin was dreaming of shrubberies, and we warned him about that. That would make him late. I warned you. He couldn't derail us today.
We want a shrubbery.
I could hear a tree frog in the background in that clip.
Do you know why? Interesting question. It's a serious question.
Okay.
I find it interesting on the fact. Do you know why, for 50 odd years, all frogs in Hollywood movies sounded the same?
Well, they might have been the same sound effect.
The same recording?
It's the Wilhelm frog.
Yeah. Basically, they went out, they recorded frogs in California, or wherever they were. And despite the fact that frogs sound different all over the world,
yes,
they use the same frog. That's what all frogs go ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Do you know why? Again, serious question. You may know the answer. Do you know why all pirates in movies always go wow, always sound the same?
Why? Why is that?
The reason, what? Okay. Do you know why all pirate jokes are bad puns? Nobody knows. They just I'll see myself out. The reason for the pirate thing is basically it's down to an actor called Robert Newton. One of the first sound films was a talkie version of Treasure Island, and Robert Newton was cast as Long John Silver. And if you ever seen Robert Newton's Long John Silver was the that's why they go Jim lad. That's what that whole pegging. That was Robert Newton's portrayal and vocal portrayal of Long John Silver. And I was just picked up, and for some reason, everyone that played pirates always ended up being Jim lad. Always ended up being Robert Newton impersonators for decades. It's just that because he made because it was one of the early talkies.
Yeah,
people thought that's how pirates.
Yeah, I guess it just that no one thought about it too much afterwards, or
exactly,
or they just wanted to pay homage to that.
Our Colin be true, says Gavin.
Gavin, do you know why a pirate takes so long to learn the alphabet?
Oh no. Why?
Because he spends so long stuck at sea.
Oh.
Okay, well, on that bombshell,
many years ago, I used to work on the pirate rides at Legoland, and they had some really bad pirate puns.
No.
Well, in any case.
You have to tell clean pirate jokes.
Yeah. Well, anyway, folks, I'm sorry, Gavin, but we are going to call it a night. We got to get your
We just have to introduce you to Captain Pugwash.
Your fellow member of the realm here to bed. And yeah.
We gotta
This
check
Wednesday-
to see. Yeah.
This Wednesday we are doing part 2 of Dragonheart.
Yay.
And so that continues. Now we get to the fun bit where the dragon and what's his name, Bowen, go off and do some buddy cop stuff.
Yeah.
It was a good film.
No, it is good.
I enjoyed it.
was. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It
good.
was a nice
And
film.
It was for a film of its time. Spoilers for 40-year-old movie. It had a very the ending was very emotional.
Yes, it was.
Oh
Yes, it
yeah,
was.
that's why.
So,
I guess that's why I don't really. It's hard for me to watch it again, even though I'm doing it for this series, because it is so sad. It is. It's fun, but then you got to do that.
yeah, that scene. My two favorite.
But the meaning behind it is really good, though.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Whoa, something's in here. Oh,
It's a
what?
cat. It's
No.
probably Londo.
He's trying to open the door. Oh crap! You guys
It's
hear
a possum.
that? It's-
Londo, my door's
Londo's
open.
trying to open my office door,
Londo,
and he's
come
gonna
here.
succeed.
No, he really wants your office. Mine's open.
Possum.
He could come in anytime he wants. But he wants to be in your office.
No, he can't come in. Oh, uh, man, he's going at it aggressively.
All right. It looks like I didn't actually have it here, but now I just pulled it in so we can all just play the clip that I was looking
Did you
for
put
before.
the link?
Oh,
I'm
I
happy
love
I got
that. I love it.
Right,
Yes.
Did you put the link in for the story about the film? launch?
No, I
Just
didn't.
thinking.
I screwed up. And I also deleted your email.
Whoa.
Do you have it on hand?
Hold on.
I could probably go in my trash here and let's see. Unless when I logged out, it cleared the trash. No, there's your email. Here's the link. Let me just copy the address. Copy link address. There we go. And here we go. Here's the link. Link to video about Babylon 5 potential movie that didn't happen. There you go. It went into the second chat afterwards, but the link's there. All righty then. So I think I'm going to try again. I think we're going to call it a night, folks. Thank you all for joining us. Wednesday, we're doing Dragonheart Part 2. And I don't think there's anything else until the following Sunday. Yeah, I need to get caught up on some things this week. I've been talking about the channel membership extra stuff that I'm going to be doing. And yeah, I'm going to be focusing on that this week. So I need to keep the streaming to just Wednesday and Sunday for like 2 weeks now so I can get that done. We are going to have a return to the Silmarillion. So far, I'm going to see if I can move a doctor's appointment tomorrow, in which case it will be the 20th. If not, it'll be the 27th. I may not be able to move that appointment. It's just a regular checkup, but it's hard to get doctor's appointments.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if I can't easily move it to somewhere in that week, then we'll be doing our Silmarillion with Jill and Anna on the 27th. Oh, I think Eraserhead is able to join us either of those weeks. So
Excellent.
that'll be fun. All right, folks. But great things coming. I just got to work on it this week, and I'll be dedicating
It's
myself
when you then go on to start doing Lord of the Rings and you end up for the next 10 years.
in the autumn. In the autumn, we'll do
In
some
the
Lord of the Rings,
autumn.
but I don't think we're going to just cover start to finish all 3 movies.
Oh,
I think
no.
what we're going to do is topics, and then have
Cool.
appropriate slide selections for those topics from across the 3 films, and maybe even including the 3 Hobbit movies, even though they're a tier below. It's it's still fun to talk about.
That's what I was gonna mention. One like my 2 favorite movie dragons. It's the dragon from the first Dragonheart, the Sean Connery dragon, and Smaug. The sound design on Smaug's voice is intense. Yeah. You have to appreciate it. Forget the rest of the movie surrounding it. That scene with Bilbo and Smaug. Oof. It was good. It was impressive. In the theater. Wow. It was good.
Smaug was the man who said that they should have played Smaug as a private detective. Given who he was voiced by.
Oh, who was that?
It was voiced by Benedict Cumberbatch or something.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It's brilliant.
Yeah, Draco and Small with Draco and Small, private investigators.
Oh no.
Yes.
Sean Connery and Benedict Cumberbatch. Wow. Well, that's it, folks. Thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you next time here on whatever the hell we're doing. Yeah, are we gonna do this? Yeah, why not? Why not?
And finally, here are some completely gratuitous pictures of penises to annoy the censors and to hopefully spark some sort of controversy, which it seems the only way these days to get the jaded, video-sated public off their fucking asses and back in the sodding cinema.